Hey, what up, man? What's up? We're live. How's it going, Lovitz?
Who's that guy on the right?
Oh shit. Wait. Which guy on the right? The
Uh,
woman?
who's that guy on the right? Oh, never mind. I'm looking at a weird angle.
Yeah, she kind of does kind of look a little mannish there. But I did see
Yeah,
her
Ronda
old
Rousey's
photos.
like uh, kind of next in line thing.
Actually, honestly, I was looking at her old, I think, photos when she was like a fighter or whatever. She looked better. She was
But
a little
she's supposed to
thinner.
be like the next popular one.
Oh no, I think she's retired with that. She was canceled from Mandalorian. She's that bitch.
What she said like anti-trans stuff.
No, she said anti-Semitic stuff or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Right now, that's not the
Not
best
not
time for bringing that
really.
up.
Oh, this is old. This is years old now. No, she
Oh,
said this was during the mask and vaccine thing, and she said how Jackson thing, the Jackson 5 thing.
oh man,
She's
strike two.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Is that all it takes? Or do you have to go into like
Like I
some
hope not.
longer diatribe on it? Because man, they
Well,
gotta
she
give
just
it
said
leeway. You know, it's like it's easy to slip up and say things
yeah,
that you don't even know are not allowed.
she was anti that whole situation and said people like us are treated like Holocaust victims, and that was enough for Disney to
Oh
throw her
yeah,
out.
I mean, not being able to go to like a bar or restaurant is a little different than having to hide out in an attic for like a year.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, personally, I wasn't really I didn't really care much about the lockdown 'cause I barely was going out anyway other than get shit from the store. So everyone else was freaking out. I was just kind of like, what the doing the normal shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people weren't affected. Or I think some people definitely were, but I don't know. I still don't really feel comfortable doing certain things with that scenario still.
Yeah, I mean, I got it like twice, and one of them was really bad. So I definitely don't want to deal with that shit anymore.
There's a good chance I actually might have it right now.
Really?
A guy at work, he had a cough yesterday and then he was out today. So there's a good chance he could have passed that along to my ass. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
It's where you say that the place I just started, this woman's been out all week, and she had to go to the hospital. It got so bad. So
Oh wow.
here we go. Just in time for the elections, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I don't think I'd get that bad, but I've had it twice before and it's really never been a thing for me. I
I
wasn't
got
even
hit
like
pretty hard. Like I had no energy. I was just like coughing uncontrollably over and over and over again to the point where like it hurt. You know.
oh wow. Yeah, I've got it twice. I never had a cough from it once.
I had
Never
like
made me
whooping
cough
cough.
once.
You ever heard of that?
I haven't coughed in like years. Actually, this is what I'll say.
You haven't coughed in years?
Yeah, I'm not really like I don't know. I don't really cough. Like I haven't had a cold in a long, long time.
Yeah, but sometimes you can just like randomly cough or sneeze without it
Yeah,
being
I'll
a.
sneeze just from that, but like coughing, like I hear people cough at work. I don't have anything like that. I never have any coughs. Like I don't really cough.
Well, I get it from like post nasal drip, you know,
Yeah, so I
and
don't
it's just
have
like
any
a
of
level
that.
of like, congestion. There was this one person I worked with a while back. They used to like hawk up shit like
Oh yeah, I work with
casually.
a
Yeah, and it was like very weird. Like
smoker probably.
maybe, but they were like so nonchalant about just like coughing up tons of phlegm and like spitting it all over.
Yeah, I feel like smokers, man. They're like, they're pretty bad when it comes to that. Like I have a lady I work with, and she's definitely a smoker, and she's like coughing all the fucking like. Well, don't you think you'd stop smoking cigarettes at that point if you're gonna be coughing all day?
It's a different type of cough too. You can hear like the like pain in it. It's like throatier, you know. It's strained. It's
Yeah.
like more strained than the average cough.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely feels like more strained. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have many coughs. I'm glad at that. I think I've maybe sneezed twice at work before, and working there for like 3 years. I'm not really a sneezer either.
Well, that's more like allergies.
Yeah, I guess that is that. I don't have allergies. I think I used to have them, but it
I
could have
used
just
to
been from
have them
smoking
really,
weed. I
really
think, dude, I don't
bad.
think weed helps. I think weed does not help.
Yeah,
So
there were certain times where I bought stuff and I would smoke it and have like allergy attacks. And
yeah,
someone
probably from
told me
pollen.
probably from the way it was grown outdoors or something.
It could be outdoor weed that just had pollen all over it. Now you can now the weed's fucking crazy. It doesn't you get whatever fuck you want now. There's nothing you can get whatever you want. Actually, I work right by a weed manufacturer. They're called Verano. I don't know if you ever heard of their shit, Verano.
No, I just
I
have
didn't know they have gummies and shit. I don't know.
all those fucking carts I got from Boston like leak all the time.
Were they not good?
They just fucking leak constantly, and I have to clean them with rubbing alcohol like every single time I want to smoke. It's
Oh,
pretty
those
shit.
really expensive ones you got too, right?
Yeah, they're real expensive. They're like 80. I think they're like 80 or $100 a piece.
Yeah, I think dude, they're making money off this shit hand over fist.
I know. After I bought that shit, I like instantly regretted it, and then of course, Doug's like, yeah, there's a place I know that's like $20 cheaper.
No, he's fucking lying. I'll tell you that too. He's spending the same amount. It's like that's always like there's always these people that like, oh, I can get it for cheaper, but no, they can't.
Yeah,
It's probably equally as expensive.
It was too late anyway. I wasn't gonna like go and return them. I got lucky. I didn't leave them in that fucking cheese place. I got so distracted by the wine selection they had.
Yeah, when we came in there, it was that was the other place. There was a coffee shop that was closed that we went into that was closing at like 4:00.
No, that's not where I left it. That's where I realized I left it.
That's where you realize, yeah.
And then I left it in that cheese place, cheese and wine.
Well, speaking of making money and not making money,
and cheese,
The Flash, the worst
the
box
one,
office.
The guy, what's his name? The "Don't touch me, I'm trans" or whatever guy.
Yeah, don't touch my penis part, where he screams
Yeah,
at the cop.
I don't know if we could show that clip.
That's the one that part's kind of funny too, just that part. But yeah, worst box office flop. Oh, I was watching those Seinfeld AI things. I don't know. I didn't really get anything out of it.
Oh, they're not really funny. They're just really.
I was like, I don't know what's funny about this. It is weird.
They're not funny.
Yeah, they were.
I don't find them funny. I think they're just like weird and oddly disturbing.
They definitely were weird. That's all I was thinking. I was like, this is weird. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be laughing or.
No, I don't really find them that funny. I just think they're like strange, and it's a weird concept.
But this whole thing is about Nick Cage. Nick Cage has come out and says that the CGI he didn't really like the CGI version of him in The Flash because there is a scene where he shows up, and we could play it. Like, I guess I could get away with playing it. I hope.
That looks weird. Did they ask him if it was okay, or did they own him when they don't?
We'll kind of get into that. It sounds like yeah and no. He probably signed something, but it sounds more like no. Here's this clips.
Oh my god, more fucking multi-universe shit.
Oh yeah, it's like this is like multi-universe on top of multi-universe. It's really stupid.
Jeez, man, they just have nothing else to fucking do.
Yeah, South Park made fun of that. Funny how South Park made fun of that. Like all the kids, like Stan and Kyle were just like, yeah, the multiverse shit's dumb.
Oh wait, is that everyone Spider in reference to the Kevin Smith stuff?
Oh yeah,
from Westworld.
Yep.
You're not Westworld. Wow. Wow, it looks really bad.
Yeah, so
That looks so shitty. How in like 2023 are we producing shit that looks that awful?
Yeah. I mean,
that's
definitely.
Like Harry Potter riding on the fucking broomstick level shit. Rubber.
Oh, it's worse. It's worse. And then that director tried to like defend it, being like, "Oh no, we wanted it to look bad. That was the point." I was like, I don't think he wanted it to look bad. No. I think maybe it's just so much goddamn.
Shitty. Like it's supposed to be funny or something.
No, I think they said it was the stylizing that they wanted, but I don't see how that's a style. I don't know. It just looks stupid. I think you just didn't have the money to flesh out all those effect shots, like way too much effect shots. I mean, Tim Burton has said some shit.
Close to being real. It has a weird sheen all over everything.
Yeah, some people have spoke out about this movie, and Tim Burton is one of them. He's angry that they took his characters and did whatever the fuck they wanted with them, because the 89 Batman, Michael Keaton's in this as a main role in The Flash. So yeah, he didn't like that. Kind of said he was
even releasing public statements. He doesn't seem like he really says shit about anything. It must be that bad.
Yeah, he said it's funny how he said this. He did this interview and he said he's in quiet revolt, which sounds like you're not. If you're in quiet revolt, I don't think you'd say anything, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, hence the quiet part.
Right, but I guess he's changing his mind,
or he just doesn't know what an oxymoron is.
He might not know. That might not be gothic enough for him to know. If that's not cool, like Cure gothic stuff, then he's probably out. Tim Burton slams Nicolas Cage cameo in The Flash, referencing director's axed film. Yeah, it was gonna be his movie that he wanted to do. I didn't realize he actually cared. I figured he was gonna do that superhero movie, the Superman movie, just out of obligation. I guess he actually wanted to do it. That's surprising to me, because I know he doesn't really like comics or superheroes. So I don't know.
Then why do you want to do the Superman shit?
I don't know. I thought it was like obligations because I figured it was like because you made these 2 Batman movies. Here's this.
Yeah, I thought that's the shit. He's more into like Edgar Allan Poe and Vincent Price.
Yeah, exactly. Vincent Price making like robot shit. But
no, I mean like he grew up watching like those 50s horror movies or whatever, probably.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
No one can see that he's a man.
I guess. I mean, that was funny. How I think it's pretty obvious.
Is hers? Tell me!
Yes, I think it's... Yeah.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
I don't know!
With fire.
Yeah, how do you think it got burned? Yeah, that's Nicolas Cage, man. Shit. Nutcase. He's a big Superman fan. I know that. I know he had this. I think
that and Elvis. He's obsessed with Elvis.
He had a Superman #1 or whatever, the Action Comics 1, that I think he spent like $1 million on. He did have that in possession. That first one. Yeah, he slammed the CGI Superman movie. Kind of said a few things about it, like kind of said how AI is super inhumane and just fucking weird, because basically it sounds like all he did was he stood in the suit. He said he got into the suit, he was in a green screen, and then he just stood there. And then you saw that scene. He's like flying around, he shoots the fucking spider. Like that's all fucking digital, and obviously, because it didn't look good. But yeah, so they basically just used his likeness, which is weird. Yeah, he said what I was supposed to do was literally just be standing in an altered dimension as if you were witnessing the destruction of the universe. So he was just kind of supposed to be there, just kind of looking, and then they turned it into a whole scene. I guess because they probably had him sign something. And he said, when I went to the picture, it was me fighting a giant spider. I didn't do that. That's not what I did. I don't think that was... I think that was AI. I know Tim Burton is upset about AI as I am. It was CG. Okay, so they de-aged me and I'm fighting a spider. I didn't do any of that. So I don't know what happened there, but I do feel like the movie gave the beautiful suit that Colleen Atwood designed chance to be seen. And I was happy about that. She put a heck of a lot of work into that. suit. So did Tim. But I get where Tim's coming from.
You're trying to
I know
make
what he
it look
means.
like he has any kind of muscle tone to be a superhero.
Yeah. I would be very unhappy if people were taking his like Beautiful Nightmare on Christmas, all those drawings of Jack Skellington, having people just AI them and appropriating them. I get it. I'm with him in that regard. AI is a nightmare to me. It's inhumane. It's inhumane. You can't get more inhumane than artificial intelligence. There's a Nicolas Cage. I wish I had the face-off clip right there.
Which one? There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, that's something I should get. It's just kind of where he's looking up crazy. Yeah. The crazy
Oh,
face.
during the fight in the jail. He does that face a couple times. That face originated from that vampire movie.
There's a couple. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's a scene where
Vampire's
he's in the
Kiss.
bathroom after he's meeting his son and wife, even though it's not. It's John Travolta meeting Castor Troy's wife and son.
Right.
And he's in the bathroom, big water on his face, and he looks up to the mirror like really fucking weird. That'd be a good clip to get.
I never really enjoyed the Messiah. In fact, I think it's fucking boring. Your voice makes even a hack like him seem like a genius. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
This movie is great.
Yeah, it's better than people think, man.
I mean, whether it's actually like good is debatable, but it's fucking entertaining.
Oh yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it was entertaining. I mean, I remember really liking it at the time. It was I think I have it on VHS, DVD. I liked it.
It's like Bad Boys, you know. I wouldn't consider that a good movie, but it's definitely watchable.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, Tim Burton, they don't like The Flash, and I didn't either. I don't think anyone did. No one liked The Flash. That's why it's one of the biggest box office flops for DC of all time. But I guess it just keeps being added on, and this is the big, you know, so that's never ending, that cycle of that. Yeah, like when's that going to end? I'm watching Ralph Bashki's Lord of the Rings right now. It's pretty cool. A lot of stuff taken from old Peter Jackson. Took some stuff from this movie for sure.
Is that the one where there's like this weird?
A lot of rotoscoping. No, I was
gonna say it's like it just seems like people like in the costume, but they're all blacked out. Like you can't see them, like shadows.
Yeah, it's all like but they're rotoscoped. Yep. Actually, it was the horse, the riders that just got swept away by the river, and the river had that horses in it, which is directly from this. You know, like Peter Jackson didn't come up with the river turning into horses. There's a lot of things that are directly from this. It's actually kind of, he said he didn't reference this at all. It's like 100% a lie. There's even like that. I don't know. There's a lot of direct shots that are taken from this. The biggest one that comes to mind is when it's like Bilbo's birthday party, and that one guy says "proud feet," and there's like a shot of his foot in a frame. That's in this movie, in this Ralph Bashki one, like shot for shot, couple shot for shot stuff going on in this.
I don't think anyone remembers that shit enough to know it.
Yeah, I think, but I'm still surprised that he wouldn't like reference it and be like, I like that movie. I used some stuff from it. Like that's all he needed to say. Maybe it was like a legal thing. He figured like I can't say this or they'll come after me legally. Could see that. So are you watching Loki right now or season 2? Are you on season 2?
No, I've seen the trailers though.
You watching Moon Knight, the first season?
I don't know what that is.
Watching She-Hulk?
I've seen clips. That's got some bad CGI too.
Yeah, you sound like everybody, man. No one's watching this shit. That's the case. That's my point I'm trying to make.
Well, I'm not a good example because I don't really watch anything. I just usually have like bullshit on in the background while I'm doing something else.
Friday night fight kind of thing, like a George Foreman kind of fight going on in the background.
No, I don't. I don't think I've ever seen a boxing match in my life.
Really? You've never seen a boxing match?
I can't.
Did you watch it? You seen MMA or no?
Just when I was at like the Cininos when I first kind of started up.
Yeah, I remember it's all right. It's entertaining, I guess. It's never really grabbed me enough to actually want to watch it. Like, oh,
I don't know.
I have to watch
I don't have anything on the line. I really can't care about sports unless I'm invested financially in one way or another.
Yeah, unless you have like stake in the team.
I just like, even when teams I care about were like winning or losing, part of it's just like I don't give a shit. You know?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I know how that is. I'll bet against the teams I like. Giants, come on, I'm betting against the Giants every week.
Yeah, I mean
That's a good bet.
Especially in the
each
beginning
week.
of the year, before everyone knew how dog shit they were going to be. People still had them as like, oh, they made the playoffs last year, you know?
Oh, I think most people thought they were going to be pretty good, which is surprising. I never thought that. I was always on like that team got lucky. That's how I kept thinking last year.
Yeah,
They got lucky.
They were
Daniel Jones is
coming in
trash.
with a better roster.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it though. It's funny how that's what it was. Everyone was
Well,
told
everybody
that.
got hurt. I mean,
I guess. That Darren
you
Waller
know
guy
more
sucks.
than anybody how many fucking injuries they had. Their entire fucking offensive line is out.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And the quarterback,
Seems like
and Barkley missed 3 weeks, and Waller missed like half the year.
I think Daniel Jones is going to play this week, right? I bet your ass is going to play.
Yeah, I debated streaming him, but I really don't want to deal with that shit.
I mean, the Raiders are pretty bad, so it probably should be a Giants win, which is crazy.
I don't
Probably
know.
Raiders are pretty bad, man. I think they're trying to lose on purpose. I think that's the point.
Well, they need a quarterback.
Yes, that's kind of what I think. I think they're trying to get to the bottom right there. That's what it feels like. I mean, why would you sit a capable quarterback kind of for no reason? Like, was there a reason? Did he like piss in somebody's shoes or something? Like, I didn't really get that.
I just think he was playing like shit, and he's
Must have
kinda
fucked
hurt.
somebody's wife.
He's hurt. Yeah, maybe.
I heard they were calling him Jimmy Shitlips in the locker room because he was, eating out the owner's wife's ass.
Yeah, he's definitely had probably situations like that with the Niners.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's some kind of eating ass going on in San Francisco.
Shanahan's.
Oh yeah, that's like expected out there. That's what's good about that Kenny Powers line where he is talking about the teams he was at. Oh yeah, I love New York. You know what I'm talking about with that?
I remember that. I thought he was on Atlanta.
Yeah, he was yeah, let me I wonder if I can get away with playing this. Yeah, that's where he like started. That's where he won his World Series, and then he like, does the typical baseball thing and is like, going from place to place. Here's the clip here. This won't be too long. This actually should be pretty short enough for us to get flagged, but we'll see. The Matrix.
So when you do a clip like this, is it taking up space on the clip order, or you're just
No, this is on YouTube.
Okay,
clip.
yeah.
I'm tired of carrying all the weight. The coaches and owners not giving me the shit I need to win. Atlanta, you're fucking out. Kenny Powers is now a free agent. By the bar and get shit faced, huh? Get me paid, bitch. Superstar.
So, Kenny, how do you feel about playing for New York?
You mean Jew York? It's fucking great. I got to tell you, I thought the blacks in Baltimore were bad, but turns out they're nothing compared to these fags you got in San Francisco.
When a true champion, face to face with his darkest hour, will do whatever it takes to rise above.
Do you have any comments on the steroid allegations?
I said I'm not steroids!
A man fights and fights and then fights some more. Because surrender is death, and death is for pussies.
Powers, a career that once showed so much promise. You can feel the sun going down on it right here.
No, man. Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, all the different teams he played on there. Good old
Nice
New York.
thing about baseball is you can be a fat fuck and still be productive. You know, like Bartolo Colon,
Oh yeah, like a fucking pitcher. You don't have to fucking move.
David Wells. Those guys are like 300 pounds, and they still.
I think David Wells is partly who he's based on, as John Rocker too. I think John Rocker and David Wells.
Yeah, well, John Rocker wasn't that fat.
No, I think it's just the attitude. You know, the personality.
Oh yeah, John Rocker had that article about riding the subway in New York, and everyone's like a freak.
Oh,
and
yeah.
faggot.
Yep.
Imagine if he did that shit now. Oh my god.
Oof. Yeah.
They'd
John
probably
Rocker quote.
They'd have to like be forced to sell a franchise or something.
Yeah. The quote is: I recently traveled through New York City subway system, and I saw things during the route that made me think that as a parent of a 15-year-old girl would wait. Hold on. This is actually he doesn't say this quite nicely, but and I saw things during that route that made me think that as a parent of 15-year-old girls would have been better parent if I had taken my daughters down to the Las Vegas Strip than what they would have seen on that subway ride with me. Ugh.
I mean, I never liked riding the subway either. It's disgusting. Sweaty.
He goes on to write, I'd retire first. It's the most hectic, nerve-wracking city. Imagine having to take the Subway 7 train to the ballpark looking like you're riding through Beirut next to some kid with purple hair, next to some queer with AIDS, next to some dude who just got out of jail for the fourth time, right next to some 20-year-old mom with 4 kids. It's depressing. The biggest thing I don't like about New York are the foreigners. You can walk an entire block in Times Square and not hear anyone speaking English. Asians, Koreans, Vietnamese, Indians, and Russian, Spanish people, and everything up there. How the hell did they get into this country? Nowhere else in this country. Nowhere else in this country do people spit and throw bottles at you, throw quarters, throw batteries. Hey, did I and say things like, "Hey, I did your mother last night. She's a whore." Talked about what degenerates they were, and they proved me right. That's what he said. Although I've only heard Boston was worse. I've heard Boston, like a lot of black people come out and say like Boston's the worst, like baseball city. Like they'll openly say N-word out at you too.
Always
like,
trying to defend it.
Yeah, no, I've only heard that it's like a very racist city. Like,
of course, I mean, I think everyone's kind of like that's been the. I'd say the worst of it was probably 70s, like the peak of when they were good with like Carlton Fisk and Yastrzemski and all that kind of shit.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Old baseball
She-Hulk?
from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
But
Sounds like
that's probably when they were like
kind
their
of
most
Marvel name.
I feel
Sounds
like
like
the
Marvel
the better
villains.
your team is, the more racist you get.
Right. Well, speaking of racist and failure, Marvel's failing now as mainstream news. It's becoming, and it's funny. It's this used to be a thing where everyone would talk about how it's bad and that it's failing, and then the mainstream media would be like, "There's all these racists that don't like Marvel. There's all these incels that don't like Marvel. All that shit." Like they're rallying against Marvel, but they're really just racist. But now I think the mainstream media has caught on that this shit sucks.
Do you think South Park had something to do with it?
Yes, I actually think South Park's a big reason why a lot of this is coming out. Yes, I do. I really do. It's funny. It's what they only did was a good thing, just because they don't really like get any hate on like either side. Like both sides kind of like them as far as politically. So when they say something, people kind of actually listen. You know, people are like, "Oh, they got a point here." And yeah, now everyone thinks like Kathleen Kennedy is like ridiculous. I'm sure she'll be fired pretty soon too. That could be the end of her. But people have been saying that for fucking years that she's getting fired. But even Variety, they changed their Twitter profile to this.
I would think all the money she made them lose was more important than a South Park episode.
Well, she's lost a lot of money though too. That's kind of like
That's
what we'll talk about in this article. Well, she's made money too, so it's like you know, a lot of the movies she's done have made money. Like there are some billion-dollar movies she's been a part of, but then it's like you get a lot of these recent failures. So I think the reason she's still around is because she's got $3 billion movies that kind of make up for her shit. She probably is like breaking even, a little under, that kind of thing. But yeah, even Variety, who's like Disney's little bitch, has come out against Marvel, which is crazy. Yeah, their newest cover story. They even put it on their Twitter profile right there. But their newest cover story on Variety is Marvel in trouble? Crisis at Marvel. Jonathan Majors backup plans. The Marvel's reshoots, reviving original Avengers, and more issues reveal. Yeah, Jonathan Majors, man, he's
I thought he
doesn't
was
sound
gone.
good for him. He's still like doing that trial. I don't know. I guess I think Marvel, like, they don't want to fire a black guy or else they'll be like, oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even know it got to a trial level. I thought it was just like public statements and that was enough.
It's officially going to trial.
Oh, wow. And they still have him going.
Yeah, but I think it's like
That's crazy because Johnny Depp got fucking done. The Pirates of the Caribbean motherfuckers got rid of him, and
oh, now they want him back, but he's like, fuck you. That's the funny. They want him back, and he's like, no.
Yeah, it must be
I'm not
funny
going-
like, negotiating that next contract.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny if he ever wanted to go back there, he could get whatever the fuck he wants. But it sounds like he's like incredibly offended at all the people that sort of said like "fuck you" to him. So
They would just be.
I don't know.
Too.
I feel like I would just be like, "Fuck yeah, you want it? I'll come back. Here's my price." You know, like give me $500 million. I'll come back. That kind of shit. Give me stake in the film. Give me Tom Cruise kind of shit. Give me like I don't know, like who's a high profile guy? Give me like Gary Busey shit.
I can look at myself in the mirror and I can start laughing at myself.
He's up there, right? Gary Busey. He's got to be a high profile, high price, jacking off in a park type price.
Have you ever known true love with a woman or a girl that was very romantic?
No, not true love, no.
You don't know how to have that. You don't know how to make that happen, do you?
What?
Finding a way to promote romance to a young woman and plant your weasel and let it squirt. I'm going to show you the right way.
He's going to show you how to plant your weasel and let it squirt.
That's how Jake was born.
Yeah. Wait, who's Jake? Oh, Jake Busey. That's right. Yeah. Tomcats himself, right?
I think
good old
even
Tomcat,
the
Jake
person
Busey.
that gets his hand stabbed with the knife.
What are you talking about?
He's in Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah, he is in Starship Troopers. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's a good movie. Actually, a great movie.
Some good gore.
Yeah, it's got some good what's that? The girl too from Wild Things or something.
Denise Richards.
Yeah, she's looking really good in that.
Well, she's not even the one that gets nude in. It's the other one that's trying to fuck him the whole time, but he's trying to.
Well, she's got short hair, right? She got short hair.
I don't think it's that short.
Well, speaking of short hair, she kind of looks like Tony Stark, right? She looks like, or maybe that Ritter. Well, who's this guy? The Hawkeye. I forget his name. Is he some kind of Ritter?
The guy who got run over by the tractor or whatever?
Yeah, the guy who got run over by the tractor. Jeez, I forget his name.
He almost died. He actually does music. It's
Reimer or something? Reimer?
I saw this like ad for his stuff. He was wearing some black eyeliner and I don't remember what the music sounded like. but
It doesn't sound like it sounded too good.
it was like some country glam rock thing, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Country glam.
Oh, here's some desperate of the desperate. Marvel's talking about bringing back the original cast. So,
Of what?
you know, reviving Iron Man, bringing back Scarlett Johansson. Oh, Jeremy Renner. That's it. Mixixaplex is the one to correct us here. What's up,
What do you mean
man?
bring it back? I thought they'd keep making these fucking movies. When did they stop?
I think they're both dead. I think they're both dead. I know.
Oh,
I mean, I know Iron Man's dead. I don't know what Black Widow is, if she's dead or not.
You see Sauron's trending?
Oh, cool. Hold on. Let's check this out. What's going on with Sauron?
I guess they're making a Sauron spinoff.
No, I think this is like personalized shit. You know, like a lot of your trending shit is now like personalized. So because I like Lord of the Rings, I'll have this pop up.
Oh, this is not like real trending. This is like your trending.
Oh, this is kind of cool. This miniature Sauron figure here. You got Elrond over here. This is good here. Drums is deep. A shadow moves in the dark. Yeah, this is pretty good. She's coming.
Yeah, I saw something about Mariah Carey getting sued. I don't know what for though.
It could be fucking anything. I don't know, man. She brings in that Christmas heat, though, man. She's got that. I mean, we're basically in Christmas now. You know that, right? Like we're all like.
They can't wait to start that shit up.
Oh, it's Christmas.
Like
It's already Christmas.
They're gonna switch right over.
Right now, man. It's day after Halloween. It's already Christmas. We're already actually. This is Christmas for the next 3 months. So get used to it.
People care about Thanksgiving for a little bit and then they move it over.
Not really. I mean, I would say as soon as Thanksgiving's done, it's officially Christmas. Now we're in like we're in pre-Christmas, where it's still Christmas, but it's pre-Christmas. You know, like.
Yeah, I told everyone they're getting fucking coal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I know you're not the best with the gifts, so what do you give? You'll give them wrapping paper again or something.
Well, we were supposed to give joke gifts, and no one else did a fucking joke gift.
No one did a joke gift.
They gave me a bad memo.
I think when they mean joke gifts, they mean like get them like get them like a joke game, like apples to apples. I don't know, like a fart sticker or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I interpreted. Well, I think more of it is I made an excuse to like spend no money.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is you could give a joke gift. Yeah, you could get it on a joke gift.
On wrapping paper, and then I spent $1 on wrapping paper to wrap the wrapping.
To wrap the wrapping paper, yeah.
Yeah.
But you could have got like a fart keychain or something that was $20 or something.
I could have.
Yeah, or like a fart sticker, some sort of fart thing. You know, whoopee cushion, playset. I don't know.
I mean, what's that fucking store in the mall? Spencer's is
Brookstone.
Still around and doing well, so I could have.
I think you're thinking of Brookstone.
Brookstone.
It's got all the fart stuff in it.
Wasn't Brookstone that like massage chair fucking place?
Yeah, it was, but like everyone like openly farted in there, you know.
Because they were so relaxed.
They'd get relaxed, and it was just like you basically stepped into a fog
that.
of
Was
farts.
that like some kind of running joke for that place?
Yeah. It was like you stepped in, but it was basically like a fog of farts that you hit.
Yeah, I spent like so much time in that store, and I don't even know why. I never bought a goddamn thing. I never did anything with any of the things in there. I just like would walk around and look at shit. And
yeah, fucking fart stowed over there, right?
You know what they did have? They had so many things that looked like vibrators that I don't know if they were like actually vibrators, but
that could have been the case.
Pretty much were vibrators. It was like near the electronic stuff.
I think that could have been the tagline.
Electronic toothbrushes are kind of like vibrators too.
No, I think that could have been the tagline from Brookstone. It was Brookstone, and the tagline was pretty much everything in here is a vibrator.
Yeah.
No,
They should have called it could have been a vibrator.
Everything in here could be a vibrator.
I mean, if you think about it, anything kind of could be a vibrator.
Yeah.
You just gotta move your hand really quick.
The desperation is real for Disney Marvel. Got to bring back good old Tony Stark. Oh, I bet you Robert Downey Jr. is going to be getting quite the pay for that. Same with all of them. I bet you, even that crippled writer guy is going to be getting some, cash out of that.
Crippled writer guy?
Is he crippled? I don't know. I didn't think it turned out that well for him. Is he like Lieutenant Dan with like the steel legs right now? Coming back from the war, riding shrimp boats, yelling at God, that kind of shit. Is he in that stage? Or is he like
X-Men guy?
He's an X-Men?
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
the bald gay guy who
Hawkeye.
plays Dr. something.
Talking about Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, doesn't he play Professor something?
Yeah, Patrick Stewart's not gay though. Come on. That's
Oh, I thought he was having sex with Gandalf.
No, I think he's just friends with Gandalf.
Oh.
Well, I guess you're right. Just friends is a big quote right there. That's a big quote. Just friends.
Look up Patrick Stewart extras. He's got a really good cameo.
Oh, I mean, he's funny, man. He's a funny guy. I saw him in that Life Force movie, by the way. He's in that, and he like screams and yells. It's like, I don't know. Patrick Stewart's always pretty good when he's at the top of his game. I like that movie Green Room with him as like a villain too.
Yeah, I wish I saw that. I kind of that's one of those movies where it's like been on my IMDb.
I don't think a lot of people have seen it. It's not like a popular movie.
It's A24 though. It's like early A24.
Well, that's because I'm into this cool A24 shit.
You're an A24 whore.
Even though A24, by the way, is Warner Brothers. Don't tell anyone that's their subsidiary.
No, it's like all these indie labels that come out, and then they're really just like a subsidiary of fucking Interscope.
They're so indie and cool, but then they're owned by fucking Warner Brothers, HBO, Warner Brothers, and no one wants to know that. Yeah, here's Patrick Stewart in extras. This is a long clip. I might have to jump around. We'll see.
Is it? That was only like maybe a minute or two.
It says 3 minutes here. 4 minutes.
He's just telling like this new project he's working on.
I'm an extra in this, but
I need like I'll be back, so it's good you got something to play.
As I say, I'm really sorry. But
oh, come on, don't apologize. Sit down. You're hustling. That we have is yes or no. Whereas if you're writing your own material, you're creating your own opportunities. Controls the world with his mind.
Right.
I feel weary of putting this on. I feel like I'm gonna get flagged. But let me get into the Marvel shit. Inside Variety's new article here, Crisis in Marvel, we're on to majors. Look at these photos here. These photos are actually interesting because they're kind of goofy. It's funny to see. This is the stuff that the mainstream media used to like rail on. Everyone's making fun of Marvel. They're just fucking incels. Let's see this. The past September, group of Marvel critics, creatives, including studio chief Kevin Feige, I don't know what everyone's name is. Kevin Feige, assembled in Palm Springs. Very gay. Very gay. Very cool, too. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Voy Kurag.
Gotta clap for that.
Gotta clap for it. Gotta clap for it.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Amazing. Whoa. Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, you
wonder. Said no gag gifts.
sure about that? I'm clicking all the wrong clips here, by the way. Trying to get my sure about that in here. Sure about that?
Sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that? You sure about that's not why?
But yeah, on this annual treat, the vibe would have been confident, even cocky. Some gay shit. This is even getting gayer than Palm Springs. I don't know if you can get gayer than Palm Springs, but they're putting cock in the sentence. The premier superhero brand. Oh god, it just got even gayer. Owned by Disney. It's even gayer. We made the entertainment business in its image, but this occasion was angst-ridden. Sounds gay. This is like some gay angst. Everyone at Marvel was reeling from the series of disappointments on screen. Yeah, this is kind of funny. There's a lot of disappointments. There's this Jonathan Majors issue. Ant-Man's been a joke. The Marvels is likely to be a joke. Kang the Conqueror is a joke. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's been decent has been the Guardians of the Galaxy send-off movie that was basically by the guy who's leaving them forever. Yeah, and now there's even talk about pivoting from Kang, who is like going to be the main villain, to Doctor Doom. And we all know Doctor Doom, right? I mean, do I know Doctor Doom? Is Doctor Doom the guy with the hood? I think he's the guy with the hood. He's got a hood on. Look like he's like a machine with a hood or something. I don't know. I don't know why that works. But yeah, he's been an antagonist, Jonathan Majors. He was supposed to be the next guy. And here you go. Here's you got good old She-Hulk, who's been failing. Captain Marvel. I don't know why you throw Groot into here. That's kind of shitty. I don't think there's any problem with Groot. Ant-Man. You got this Miss Marvel. Loki. Captain Marvel. The Black Captain America, which is a joke. Yeah, Marvel is truly fucked with the whole Kang angle. Said one top deal maker. Okay, wow. He was pretty candid about that. I agree. I mean, fucked is definitely the right word. Beyond the major bad press from Majors, the brain trust of Marvel is also grappling with the November release of the Marvels. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of can't wait to see this just because I really want. Marvel's got the Chojis on and real big pieces of shit. You know.
Said no gag gifts, and Julie gave me chode jeans, and I almost killed myself.
What are chode jeans?
Chode jeans. They're jeans for a chode. Size 54 waist, 10-inch legs, fucking junk. Julie gave them to me.
It was just a joke.
I almost killed myself, Julie.
Russell.
Oh yeah, fucking junk. Marvel's fucking junk. This is an unprecedented turn for the fortune for the company that has enjoyed a nearly interrupted stir of hits starting from 2008. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. You could think of this is actually kind of crazy because I mean, yeah, the last big Marvel movie was Avengers. That's 2019. So you basically had 11-year run of uninterrupted success. However, there's been some downturns, and the tsunami of spandex has been more than enough. The Marvel machine was pumping out a lot of content. They get to the point where it was just too much. I think so. I think this is safe to say it's been too much. You know, it's been too much. That's what kind of sucks about this because I think if they calmed down off of it, maybe it would have lasted a little longer. But fuck, I mean, can you really ask for more than 11 years of a good run? Like that might be what you get. You know, I mean, I know we had the Western in America, and that went for a while. That went for probably too long. Maybe we're seeing the same thing here, where you know Westerns started in like the 40s, 50s, and went all the way to the 70s. You know, are we seeing that? I don't know. The Marvels, which opens in November 10th, which I'm going to go see, by the way. I can't wait to go see good old Brie. My girl Brie. Shit. She's looking good in this movie. She's looking good. I mean, that's what's the funny thing. She's very annoying, but she's actually attractive. Rachel Zegler is annoying and not attractive. There's a few of those. Funny how media is turning the hate towards Marvel. Yeah, I think we were just talking about this right after South Park. We just said this, how I think South Park is one of those. They're so on the pulse that you can't go against them because they're like they're the cool kids. You can't go against the cool kids. You know, the right and the left both like them. Everyone in between likes them. And now I was gonna say, like, now you're gonna totally see Kathleen Kennedy actually be fired. Like everyone's been waiting for it for a long time. I think this will be the turn. But yeah, it's funny how Variety, who's everyone makes fun of Variety. If you actually like know a little bit about the inside, like Howard Reporter, Variety, everyone kind of typically makes fun of them because they're bought and sold by the big studios, especially Disney. This is the first thing that they've done that's like anti-Disney that I've ever seen ever seen actually. So to see this is telling you something. I think it's now cool to do it. Yeah, it almost seems like they're trying to divert away from the KK. Maybe divert from Kathleen Kennedy with the Marvel hate. Yeah, that could be the case. Kathleen Kennedy is pretty bad, but Marvel's pretty bad too. It's both. It's all of it. It shows you how as soon as these things got bought by Disney, they were bad. It makes me, to me, it's like the real guy to point at is Bob Iger. This is the guy who was in charge of all this when these things got acquired. So, who's the guy to hate right there? He might be the one to blame. I'm just surprised that they're already gonna do the callback to the desperation move of getting the Avengers, which I mean, come on, we all know the stupid multiverse shit was always an option for them to bring back whoever the fuck they want, which is kind of like comic books in general. That like no one ever is really gone. No one's ever gone. Just like Star Wars there. No, the Emperor's not really gone. Kylo Ren's not really gone. He'll be back soon, too. It's another one. But Marvel has just been in business of being average. Kevin's real superpower, his genius, has always been in post-production, getting his hands on movies and making sure they're finished strongly. And now, there's an issue with that, which is not new. But the VFX team has been, I think there was even a little strike, or unionized, because they've been kind of told to do these movies and these effect shots with unrealistic deadlines, and I don't think their pay is the great. So you're kind of seeing a lot of shitty effects too. I mean, I saw She-Hulk. Believe me, I fucking saw that shit.
So you're blaming that Nicolas Cage shit on the?
No, I think that's a whole other beast for DC. But I do think it was part of. It's similar. I think it's similar where they're like, dude, they're like, we don't want to sink any more money into this. Let's do it for cheap. I think because the whole DC thing is opposite, where they're just like, they know that they're restarting in like a little bit. So why even put money into these movies? Like, why even make the fucking Blue Beetle? When you're going to be rebooting the whole thing. Why? I would have probably like shelved it. I would have said like, nah, we're not going to do it. But I guess they shot too much of it. That's like what I would think. I don't know. That's a different kind of beast. But yeah, these effect shots are expensive, and now they're getting shit for it. Basically, all these people at Marvel are wearing Cho jeans on their way to work.
I said no gag gifts, and Julie gave me Cho jeans, and I almost killed myself.
What are Cho jeans?
Chode jeans. They're jeans for a chode. Size 54 waist, 10-inch legs, fucking junk. Julie gave them to me.
It was just a joke.
I almost killed myself, Julie!
Russell!
That's what you get for Cho jeans, man.
That's where I fucked up. I should have got a gag gift instead of a joke gift.
You should have got Cho jeans, man. That would have been a funny gift.
The person who got my gift was a woman, so I don't know if...
Yeah, give her Cho jeans.
I have to give her Fupa jeans.
Yeah. Also, by the way, She-Hulk was some of these episodes were costing $25 million, which was more than the final budget of the final season of Game of Thrones, which again was a shit fest. But they put money into that last season because that was they were banking it in right then. So one episode, $25 million, like it shows you how big waste of money going on with these Disney, Marvel shit.
Yeah, I mean, think about all the other things that amount of money could have gone to than making some shitty ass fucking Hulk stuff.
No, it's fucking insane. I will say this, like the writer's strike has proved that like all the studios knew it was garbage. Like they were just like, we're fucking stuck. We're stuck with these diversity hires. Now the writers, they can't, there used to be this mandate where you had to have all these diversity hires. Now that's gone. Like the studio said, like, we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of that. Like kind of saying like, none of that amounted to anything good. You know, I get why he did it, but didn't really work. So that's what we're seeing now. And you're probably less Cho genes on to work, you know.
Well,
I don't know. I don't
like, are there a lot of black people that like superhero shit to begin with?
Yeah, no, they are. I have to say they really are. They really are.
Really, I've met like maybe 1 or 2 black nerds my entire life.
Well, I would say like I've been to Comic-Con. You've never been to Comic-Con, right?
Not unless I was forced.
It wasn't a bad time, but I've been to Comic-Con and
I don't really know or care about like comics or superhero stuff or any of it.
well, you don't know about any of it, or no?
Well, I've been exposed to it without any choice.
Hold on, my sound's being weird. Hold on a second. All right, I'm on. What were you saying? You don't know about any of it? Yeah, I mean, I've been to Comic-Con, and I do have to say there. Maybe it was just because it was New York, but there are a good amount of black people. It's not like uncommon to have black people that like this stuff. I don't even know if they were all nerds.
Trying mug white people with a lot of money trying to buy expensive stuff. You know, like collectibles.
No, they were in the fucking place. You know, no. I think I think a lot of people do like it, but and also like I saw that Miles Morales movie, and there's a lot of like Latino and fucking black people that like that fucking character. So no, I don't know. I think it does have some resonance with those type of people. I definitely do. Also, the Blade reboot has been like a nightmare. That's been like apparently having to get reshot, rewritten because I think the Marshala, Chicken Marsala Ali has said that the script was terrible. And he's like, I'm either going to leave or you have to change the script. And so I think they decided to change the script. But it sounds like he wants to leave. Like it sounds like he's been wanting to leave for like a long time.
Who's that guy again? From Moonlight?
From Moonlight, from Green Book.
I'm the guy in that
typical race baiting.
Green Book.
You can think of like a race baiting movie. He's in it. Yeah. You ever see the old footage Empire Strikes Back premiere? A lot of black people were there as well. Oh yeah, man. You can even look to the first Star Wars. No. Even I'm gonna say the first Star Wars, which was in like the footage I'm thinking of is in Chinese theater in LA. There's a lot of black people online.
What's funny is like they're all talking about how they like Vader being in the movie because he's black, and it's like he's not black. He's a old.
Yeah, but you had Lando too, man. Lando's a fucking
no.
pimp.
They didn't even care about Lando. They were all just talking about Vader.
I guess so. I mean, I think it just didn't matter. It was one of those movies that crossed over. The same thing for I think a lot of these Marvel things. I think a lot of it was just, which is funny because like even like a lot of these black people love Spider-Man. They love fucking Iron Man. They like Captain America, but I don't know. They just like Marvel. That was a big part of it. I don't know if I was James Earl Jones, the voice actor, who's now by the way he's like said I'm not doing anything more with Star Wars, and they even said like, oh, it's okay. We have AI of your voice. They basically were
like, do you think these kids knew that the voice actor of Vader was an old black guy? Like I don't think they.
I think they did, man. I think James Earl Jones was kind of popular at the time.
I don't think people care about voice actors in general.
Well, I don't think he was known for that. It was. It wasn't just for that. I'm trying to find that original clip of the Star Wars Chinese theater. 1977, man.
I've seen it on Twitter.
I think I might have found this. It shows you exactly what we're talking about because you don't know what you're talking. I don't think love it. You know what we're talking about, so I'm going to show you.
I do. I just told you. I already saw this clip on Twitter.
I don't think you've ever seen it.
Months ago.
I don't know, man. You might be mistaken. I think it's an eclectic bunch of people, but yeah, probably mostly white people. I think it depends on the area of the country.
Well, no, if this is a Chinese theater, then most people would be Asian.
No, that's like the Chinese. It's like a Hollywood theater. That's where they premiere a lot of things. They used to put the Oscars in the Chinese theater.
Oh.
All right, so you're talking about Empire Strikes Back. I might not know what you're talking about there, Pixelplix, but I believe you.
Yeah, you didn't even get the right clip. I sent you the clip like a while back.
You never sent me that shit.
Yeah, it was from Twitter. It was like that film channel that I get stuff from all the time.
Return of the Jedi was where all the black people were let down. When he took off his mask, he was a crusty old white guy.
Yeah, but at the time, they all thought Vader was like black just because of the suit.
Yeah, that's true. Well, here's another thing. With Marvel, it used to be close to a guarantee you can get. Said Paul Dirigibian, fucking Paul Dagobah system, said the box office analyst at Comstor. So you're going in, all these budgets made sense. Guardians 3 was a bit overlooked. But the big thing is this. I heard a lot of people talking about this, that if you're going to put a lot of money into this, you want a home run. You know, if you're going to put $250,000 into a movie, you want a home run every fucking time. And that's just not happening anymore. You know,
$250,000?
That's what they're putting into these fucking movies, man. So like, you like, it's almost like, I mean, it makes me think of betting. It's like, you know, if you bet on, let's say you bet on a favorite, you're more likely to put a lot of money down to get like, you know, a good bit of a return, but not what you put, not like doubling your money. That's what they're doing. They're like trying to put down a lot of money to get back like what they need to make. And it's not even making that. It's just a big flop, you know, so it's a flop fest.
250,000 doesn't seem like a lot.
Oh, 250 million. I'm sorry. 250 million.
Yeah, okay. You confuse the shit out of me.
Yeah, these movies are costing about 250 million.
Ugh.
And
what are they spending it on?
I mean, even Quantumanium right here was with advertising and shooting and production was about 476 million. It's a half $1 billion. So you need it to make $1 billion. You know, you need it to double, and it didn't. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't know. I feel like you could think about that also. Like that 476 million, you could make, I don't know, 6 indie movies that could be good, going to like good storytellers. You know, like 7. I don't know, 10. You know, like that's the amount of movies you could make that could be good, that are maybe taking a risk. But I'd rather take a risk on something small. Take a risk on something small that actually pays off. Like look at Exorcist, Evil Dead. You know, look at these movies that were cheap and then made tons of money. Like, I don't know why they don't try to go for that anymore. Like that would be my first pick. Would be like, let's try to find someone who's good. Let's try to find someone who's got something to say. I mean, that's like, I just noticed this about like, I mean, we were talking about how you know, movies used to matter a little bit more, like the MTV Music Awards, music videos, all that shit. Like, it felt like people had a voice, you know, like to say a story. It feels like no one has a voice anymore. Like there's nothing I mean, there are things to say, but I feel like no one's making a movie where there's something to say. You know, like no one's saying anything new. No one's doing anything innovative. The last time I think I saw that was like the early 2000s with like Lord of the Rings and things, like truly innovative, you know, that kind of thing. Like no one's doing that where they're like, let's risk some money to give to a filmmaker that's like a guy who just made fucking Brain Dead, you know, some fucking weirdo New Zealander.
You know how long it took him to even get that made?
Yeah, no, it took like fucking 10 years for him to get it. I mean, every studio passed.
He was thinking like they saw his early films and said like, okay, you know, we're good to go. Like nobody wanted to even make it, and he like lied to trick them into making more than one movie.
Well, that's why it's like New Line Cinema is fucking pretty awesome. You know, again, also sort of a indie-ish studio. You know, like not one of the big studios put it out. So that's also that. And then as soon as it made money, like The Hobbit was a whole studio factory bullshit, where it was like MGM mixed with Warner Brothers, mixed with this and that. Like everything had the rights. It was bullshit. And then the movie came out shitty. Probably a lot because of the studio. I think a lot because Peter Jackson was kind of checked out too. But you know what? That movie is a lot better than the fucking Amazon show. So I'll say that. And that's not saying anything because that trilogy kind of sucked. It wasn't like prequel Star Wars level bad, but it was pretty bad. Like the CG orcs were really bad. I think that's one thing that like just turned me off so much. The CG orcs. Yeah, what's oh yeah, the whole CG era, Pixar are the companies of the last creative era from early 2000s to 2015. Yeah, no, it's true. It's even that, man. I mean, Pixar is coming out and saying how Disney is letting us down. I think that tells you something right there. Like, this is a company that's like been with inside Disney for a long time, and they're kind of coming out and saying they're fucking letting us down, and they just want to put all our shit onto their streaming network. They don't care about our theatrical releases. Like, it's true.
Well, yeah, I remember like when Toy Story came out, that was a really big deal, and then The Incredibles, and
well, also mind you, by the way, when those things came out, they actually weren't Disney. Pixar was its own company.
It's not like live action stuff. Live action,
but also it's
got issues.
This is a common trend here. When Pixar released those movies, that was Pixar's own company. When Marvel released the good movies that people like, that was its own company. Actually, some of it was through Sony and Paramount. And then when Star Wars released its own movies, or Indiana Jones, it was through Lucasfilm and 20th Century Fox. They were all pre-Disney. Everything since the post-Disney era has been kind of shitty. Shows you what the problem is pretty obvious. I mean, the best movie for Marvel, I thought, was Iron Man. That's like their best movie and very original. And I want to say it was Paramount that put it out. It's someone kind of weird. Could be Paramount, could be Universal. It was not Disney. I don't know who put out the first Iron Man. Iron Man 2008. Probably can find it. Let's see. Who put it out? Paramount. Yeah, good old Paramount. Paramount always put out all the Lucasfilm shit too, by the way. Indiana Jones, all Paramount. They would always have the mountain of the Paramount Mountain in the background, which even the newest. Oh, what happened?
No, I said the Paramount Mountain of shit.
Yeah, well, no, it was good for a little bit, man. Good for a little bit. I don't know. It's funny. I think Disney's a big contributor to the shit, man, to the shit pile.
Yeah, because they're a monopoly. You know, they turn into like some fucking McDonald's crap.
Oh yeah. What's up with the youth these days, right?
For us is a brand new song. What's this song about?
The song is about, it's called What Up With Youth, and it's about what's up with the youth in America today, gang violence, drugs, and that kind of thing, trying to make the world a better place.
Hey, I could relate to that for sure. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not kidding. I really think that's good for the youth, you know?
You wrote this yourself?
Yeah. You wrote it yourself?
I wrote it and produced it, yeah.
Let's hear for Corey right now with the song. Let's all start dancing, baby. Go ahead, Corey.
What's up with the youth? Oh yeah. Yeah, I was getting into that, man. Shit. I was doing the dance. I had to say, man, Corey Feldman. Make fun of him, but that's he's a good dancer right there. He could dance. All right.
Well, he has like a whole Michael Jackson bit that he does.
Do you think that's because Michael Jackson's actively inside of him? Or at one point was?
Well, I think Corey Haim is the one who got the worst of it.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that? You sure about that's not why?
I thought you were going to go with the Disney one, considering what we were talking about.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that? You sure about that's not why?
There you go. Got it in.
How do you have it so readily available to switch over to?
It's a little click of a button. Click of a button. Flick of a wrist. Gina Carano versus Will Hollywood. This kind of plays into what we're talking about with old KK, everybody's favorite Kathleen Kennedy. Did I see the deep? Oh man, shit! Hold on.
Wait, what? She's a clan member?
Hold on. No. This comment from Mixaplix makes me. I have to investigate what he's talking about here. A Busey deepfake.
I keep forgetting that we have a fucking Discord.
Me too. I mean, I have to like download this shit. I have to. All right, hold on.
Get like alerts or something.
All right, hold on. I think I found it.
Yeah, this is the annual segment of our show where it's called "We Forgot We Have a Discord."
Yeah, we need to use it more.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Let's talk about your
That's really accurate.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Gotta love anything buttered, by the way.
What's the laugh band that?
Oh, I don't know. That must be the YouTube. That must be the guy. That's the guy who did it. I don't know. Mixaplex, what's your user profile? Is that a Star Trek thing? I'm just kind of curious what your profile image is there. It's got chops. It's got a guy screaming.
What's up with the youth?
Well, I don't know, man. That's Chekhov. Okay, all right. That's good old Chekhov. I like that shit, man. Do you know love it? Do you know who Chekhov is? Check your nerd cred.
He's a Russian dictator from the 1930s.
No. He's on Star Trek, but what was his position on the ship? What do you think he did on the ship?
Oh, he's the one that got in the reboot. They had that Anton motherfucker who's dead now.
Right? Yeah, that's a reboot of him. But what was his position on the ship? What did he do on the ship? What was his role?
Navigation.
Okay, I'd say that's pretty close. Yeah, he was like a pilot, navigator. Yeah, he's an ensign. Ensign navigator. I'd say you're right. Okay.
Yeah, that actor sucked, man.
What's the affiliation that they're in Star Trek? What's their rank? Do you know what they're in? How there's Army, Navy. What are they in as officers? Do you know what their thing is called?
What do you mean?
Some trivia. There's Army, Navy. What is Captain Kirk? What's the affiliation he's part of in the government or the world government? Do you know what he's a part of?
Army, Navy. I don't know.
I'll tell you this. I'll give you a little hint. Star is in the title. So star blank. Star what?
Fleet.
You got it. I led you there, but you got it. Starfleet. Yep. He's a part of
I thought
Starfleet.
you meant like, Navy is like for aquatic shit, but then for aerial stuff, it's Air Forces. So wouldn't they be Air Forces?
Well, look at what we have now. Don't we have Space Force now? We have Space Force. That's a legit United States affiliation, Space Force. You know that, right? Trump set that up. Papa Trump, next president.
In the 70s, they had that giant laser that's supposed to shoot rockets down from outer space. It's called Star Wars.
Yeah, that was Ronald Reagan. Yeah, Ronald Reagan's thing there.
Oh, I got a Ziegler. Hunger Games.
All right. So
she's looking extra cunty this time.
All right, nice, because Ziegler's coming up soon. Honestly, I don't think I can go a week without talking about this bitch, and it's not even like on purpose. It's just she plays into all this shit. This is Gina Carano versus Woke Hollywood. Yeah, so we're just talking about. It seems like everyone now is turning on old KK here. South
You
Park
gotta be
really
careful
roasted her.
throwing that around because I'm getting a little confused on where we're going.
What do you mean?
KK.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, I thought you said.
No, I mean
Gina
most. All right,
Carano
so
had Ku Klux Klan affiliations.
So most nerds know when you say KK, you're talking about Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay, I guess I'm not as much of a nerd as I didn't.
No, I mean if you don't know KK,
Didn't want to be.
Everyone knows KK.
I'm more of a sports data nerd than a science fiction fantasy action hero Disney nerd.
Right. Like if I said Tom Severs
If
and
you
what
want to
team
know
he
like
was on.
somebody's average stats or something, then I'm
Right. So like what did what team was Tom Seaver on?
What do you mean? Throughout
What
his entire
baseball team?
career, he was on multiple teams. He was on the Mets.
A certain
Angels.
team that maybe won the World Series in 1969.
Well, yeah, but he was. I don't think the Mets. No, I think they did. Actually, they drafted him with Jerry Koosman, and then
Miracle Mets.
eventually traded him to the Angels for a bunch of shit. Or no,
I
the
don't see
Reds.
anyone calling him the Miracle Mets anymore. 1969 Miracle Mets, Tom Seaver. That's what I'm referring to there. 69 Mets. Wait, and wasn't it the 69 Jets too? And didn't the Jets win in 69 as well?
I thought it was earlier. That was when they had.
Namath.
Yeah.
I think it's 69, man.
Oh, I thought it was earlier than that.
No, I think it's like weirdly both years. I think it's strangely. Yeah. The Jets and that was the Jets year right there. Wait. Maybe it's 68 Jets. Yeah, no, it's the 68 Jets and the 69 Mets. So New York had a little these off shitty teams had a good year for 2 years. You know, these two shitty off brand teams. You know. You get like the GoBots versus the Transformers kind of thing, right? The Yu-Gi-Oh versus Pokemon. You got the Mets, like the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh is very underrated, man. That shit was actually no Digimon. Digimon's underrated. That shit was weird.
Digimon.
Yeah, they had a lot of weird sci-fi fucking things mixed in, and they were doing
I never got into it. I never liked a lot of that
all
anime.
that, like multi-reality shit way before all this fucking Marvel crap.
Oh yeah, I never got into anime too much.
It's,
I never
it's
liked
not
that.
really anime. Like anime is so different from all this crap. Like this is like the McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's of anime.
I never got into Dragon Ball at all. I don't
What's
got
the
any
difference
Dragon
between
Balls.
manga and anime? Manga is just the written form, and anime's the visual.
Manga's like a comic book. So yeah, you're right. Are you into manga though? Is that a manga? What about manga?
Manga.
Manga.
I bet on like fucking 4chan or some shit. That's a thread.
There's gotta be some manga.
Oh, there definitely is. I mean, come on. Rule. What is it? Rule.
34.
Yeah. Can you even imagine how much fucking Trump porn probably exists at this point?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lot. Yeah.
Him with like
I'm sure there's a lot.
pot belly and like a baby dick having sex with like Hillary.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, some manga. I would like to see Shane Gillis do some manga. I think he'd be good at maybe writing some manga.
Favorite speech I've ever seen a president give. It was unite the United States, build the leader of ISIS. Trump comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight in the White House, and he walks down that fucking tunnel like he gives a press conference, like he's giving a post-game NBA just killed a guy press conference. He walks up in front of the entire world at midnight and just goes, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. And it's fucking he freestyled 40 straight. Not even a speech. Just mean shit for 40. The meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world. Abu. We could hear him crying. I said, Abu, don't cry. Abu. Let me tell you something. Abu cried. He cried quite a bit. I wouldn't have cried. Crybaby Baghdadi. That's what we were all calling it. Dude, I know. For real, though, it was my...
Brilliant. Have you seen this new special by good old Shane Gillis over there? New specials.
Why do they have subtitles for his stuff? People don't understand what he's saying?
I think that's just what people do on TikTok. I think it's really caught on. The TikTok generation is caught on.
Must be like borderline retarded if they need that.
I think a lot of people don't watch things with the volume on, so it's it kind of works for that. Like let's say you're at work, you can still watch this shit and hear what's being said. But that whole whole thing, you need to hear the accent, you need to hear the joke.
I'm not in the need to watch stuff that bad.
That's you're not in the right generation though. That's why. Now, good old Gina Carano here, blasting Kathleen Kennedy. By the way, like I said, I looked this up with Gina Carano.
Finger blasting?
I mean, that would be. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would want to watch
Remember that South Park shit where they're in the boy band?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I remember that. But there was a point.
They had like a finger blasting song, and they're in like a mall singing it. And
yeah, I know. I remember that.
Little guy comes over to him.
There was definitely a point though with this Gina Carano where she was pretty good, man. I'm telling you, this was when she was in MMA.
Good
like,
at
she
what?
looked like this, and just looking good, man. She looked pretty good.
Oh,
she didn't look bad at all.
I don't know. I'm not into women that are that masculine.
I don't think she's honestly right here. I don't think she's that masculine at all. I don't see that. Don't see it, but hey, each to their own. But I thought she looked pretty good there. I thought she looked pretty good. Pretty good there. Hey, I wouldn't say no.
Well, that's a
I don't think she would say yes to me though. So
shit.
Yeah, pretty. I think we don't have anything that's pretty good.
You know what? One of my favorite clips is when the secretary is bringing up the tingling in his anus next to
oh yeah,
the guy from Spinal Tap, and he goes, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" That is like one of my favorite.
That's really good.
You can get.
Shit, I'd let this girl beat me up any day of the week. Gina Carano could beat me. I mean, I think she looks pretty good here. She kind of reminds me of a realistic Carla Gugino with no plastic surgery era. This gives me maybe it's the Italian thing that she's got going on. I don't know.
Carla
I guess
Gugino
that's
is
what I
much
see.
better than this.
I don't know. Carla Gugino just looks so plastic surgery though. That's my issue. With
Yeah,
her.
now she's fucking old.
No, for a long time. A long time. Here we go. This is the clip where she kind of said this, and her whole thing was funny here. Gina Carano here. I'm gonna read this tweet or X. I don't know what the fuck they want to. Is it called an X now? Jesus Christ! This is the part where
nobody calls it X unless they're doing it unironically.
I feel like also it's still a tweet. You know, like no one wants to call this an X. I don't know would you call it an X? I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't know. It's stupid. This motherfucker should just left it alone. Such an asshole.
Yeah. But she goes on to
people
write
should
here.
not have this much amount of money and control over things like this. It's just he needs to die.
She goes on to write, this is part where KK, which, I mean, you now know who that means, demands any YouTubers get censored off their YouTube for sharing and laughing at this hilarious episodes. That could be us. She'll have YouTube disable the thumbs down option because the ratio she'll receive. Then she'll have her publicist ghouls make sure Variety and, by the way, Variety and Hollywood Reporter,
Ghouls.
like I said there.
I like the usage of ghouls.
No, I think Gina Carano is awesome. She's funny. She's certainly knows what's going on.
Yeah,
she'll have Variety.
The next time I get fired from something, I'm gonna make sure to call everyone a ghoul.
Yeah. She'll have Variety and Hollywood Reporter run hit pieces on the South Park creators and their families, smearing their names through every useful idiot she has under her thumb who would sell their soul to work for Lucasfilm. She'll activate her online mob to repeat that South Park creators are racist, bigots, transphobes, and demand that South Park creators publicly apologize. Yeah, transphobes. By only using words she approves of. And finally, she'll demand the subjects themselves to educate course to 45 people and the LGBT community Zoom call to sit there and listen to how badly he got their feelings hurt all over a little boop of South Park episode. Maybe the jig is up.
All you trampos out there, get ready.
I watched the South Park episode, and the funniest part is there's like a parallel universe Kathleen Kennedy that Cartman is playing, and Cartman's just kind of yelling at the whole time, like, make it lame and like put a chick in it and make it gay. That's like the quote that he always says, like, put a chick in it and make it gay and really lame. That's like.
Is that even Kathleen Kennedy making those calls? Because you showed me that clip of that woman saying how she forced in all this gay stuff and nobody questioned it. Who's she?
I don't know, man. I think it's more than her. I think she's just the brunt of it.
No,
I also kind of got.
You remember that clip you showed me, like of that woman in an interview saying, like, "Oh, I like forced in all this gay stuff on purpose, and nobody questioned any of it, and I got away with murder." And
was she blonde? Was she blonde? Was she a blonde?
No, it
girl?
was a black woman.
Oh, okay. No, I might have forgot that one. I don't know how I could, but I did. I guess.
I think it's the Hold on.
But Gina Carano got some hate for this, and she got some people backlashing her. And I see the tweet got deleted, so I can't show you what she's replying to. Someone said something like, how could you listen to this crazy Gina Carano bitch? She's crazy. And she went on a big Twitter rampage here. But I like everything I've seen from Gina Carano, I actually liked. I don't think any of it's unreasonable. She writes, do you always want to call a woman crazy because she's firsthand experience and has something that you don't like or understand? Okay, that's kind of feminist there. Haters are expressing their thoughts because they actually care, and caring is a good thing. Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's the big thing with these fans is I think a lot of people that they're calling these racists and bigots are actually people that just they like something. You know, nerds, they used to latch on to things and they'd be like, why? Like they'd really like die for these things, and they're now thrown out to the wayside, and you pissed off the people that actually liked your shit. How are they able to tell stories you don't understand when the ones they identify are with the Empire? Yeah, this is the Empire. But you talk about, you've heard the Yankees be referred to as the evil empire. I'd say Disney is the evil empire. Disney is now the Empire. Kathleen Kennedy might as well be in a stormtrooper suit there. Gina Carano is like the Princess Leia, the help me Obi-Wan kind of character right there. Put it on a droid, send it to Dagobah or Tatooine. I don't know. What's your favorite Star Wars planet, Lovitz? You're a big Mustafar fan? You know about Mustafar?
I don't know. I'm trying to find this clip right now.
Do you know what planet Mustafar is, by the way?
I found it.
Okay, you did.
Our leadership over there has been so welcoming.
Okay,
to,
all right. Clip this to me. Clip this to me.
Agenda. I don't have to be afraid to let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background. I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness to if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud of it. But I just was no one would stop me, and no one was trying to stop me.
Company like Disney to say.
You don't remember that clip?
Oh, send that to me. But I heard the audio there, but I'll play it again because it seems relevant.
Well, this is the clip you originally sent to me.
Yes, I remember this. I remember this. I just don't remember the clip itself.
This is, I think, pre-mermaid ship.
Okay.
Our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. I don't have to be.
Secret gay agenda?
Well, it's not that secret, is it?
What's a secret? Is David Bowie a secret gay agenda? You got to send this to the private chat here.
Well, I'll be back. I gotta get some water.
Okay, I can find this then. Let me see. All right, now I'll play this. Now that you've linked me this.
Anyone with a turtleneck, I don't trust you. If you're wearing a turtleneck, I don't care. I don't care what you're telling me. I'm not buying.
You don't trust Steve Jobs?
No, I don't trust anyone in a turtleneck. I don't care the temperature.
Okay, I got you on that. Here, I'll play this clip that you just sent me here. Yeah, this is relevant to anything we talk about. Pretty much anything.
Where there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. I don't have to be afraid to let's have these characters kiss. Let's in the background.
Let's have these two characters
wherever
kiss.
I could, just basically adding queerness to if you see anything.
I definitely didn't send you this.
I'm proud of it. But
I've never seen this.
No one would stop me, and no one was trying to stop me.
Company like Disney to say that this bill should have never passed. First of all, Tucker, they weren't saying anything when this was going through the House. They only started doing this because the woke mob came after them. If we had done a bill that prohibited talking about the abuse of Uyghurs in China, Disney would have supported that legislation because they don't want to say a word about that. So it's just an odd manifestation of their corporate values.
Oof. No, that's so true, man. They filmed in that certain section of the province of China that has the Uyghur concentration camp. They've only thanked that area, I believe, I want to say it was Shang-Chi or maybe it was the Black Panther 2, or maybe what's the one that no one remembers? I don't remember it. Eternals? Yeah, it might have been Eternals. They thanked I don't even know. I don't know these fucking third world shithole provinces. I don't know. What would Trump say? Who knows, right? Probably call them gay or something. I don't know. Probably are. Bunch of gay Chinese people making our lithium batteries. Fuck though, I'm watching Ralph Baskey's Lord of the Rings, and it's fucking pretty cool. It's an underrated movie, by the way. A lot of bad rotoscoping, but it's still pretty cool. I'm on Helm's Deep right now. The Helm's Deep scene, which, by the way, is one of the best things probably one of the best things ever filmed in a battle sequence. It could be Helm's Deep. That could be one of the best battle sequences in a movie. There's a lot of good battles in movies, but I think that one kind of takes the cake, man. That one's That's got to be up there. I mean, there's one that really comes to mind. Is that Gladiator beginning scene? I love that movie. I love that scene, especially with the snow falling. And if you look into that movie, that was all like wasn't even supposed to happen. While they were filming, the snow started kind of falling, and they're like, "Oh, this is fucking perfect." I think it was like while they were saying like their monologue right before it happened. Like, no, man, that battle's awesome too. Like, but the Helm's Deep battle, I don't know if there's a lot. I don't know if there's a lot of things better. All right, back to Gina. I mean, I think she looks hot. I'm a fan. I wouldn't say no. I might say no because I think she'd probably beat me up. I'd probably say the wrong thing and she'd beat me up. Jesus Christ, this is a long comment here. Yeah, you could read that for your own, but she also kind of went on to talk about good old Rachel Zegler, everyone's favorite Snow White, Rachel Zegler. I mean, if you wanted a Snow White, you'd want her to be Latina, right? A big booty Latina, right? And here's and Wokeness Hero, which is a good Twitter account to follow. I'm gonna stand there. He even writes what she says in quotes. Quote, if I'm gonna stand there for 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it's streamed online. This is what the new Disney Snow White is the most insufferable woman I've ever seen.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online. If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online. If I'm going to stand there...
And this girl here goes on to say, that dress is hideous and so is your attitude, young lady. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nina Affinity, she's pretty funny. Always liked her stuff. It's on YouTube. You could find her YouTube channel. Let's see. I got some more stuff here, more tweets from good old Rachel Zegler. This is your Snow White right here. This is what your little daughters that are 5-year-old gonna have to go watch. This girl here. Respect women today and every day. Giving you the middle finger in bed, in a car with sunglasses at a Taquerito. I don't know where she's at. I don't know. Probably somewhere. Maybe this is a kosher place. I know she's more Jewish than she likes to let on. Ugh. Can't say that these days, right? Yeah, everyone loves Rachel Zegler. It's funny how people fucking hate her. I have to say, it's she's become like the internet's enemy, Rachel Zegler. And yeah, even Gina Carano, who has had some issues with her, because I know Rachel Zegler has flat out like hated some of the things Gina Carano said. There's been a little beef, but Gina came out and said, "What an odd strike this is," because she's talking about the whole SAG-AFTRA thing. Because of course, Rachel Zegler is going to go on strike because she doesn't want to sit there like a Disney princess in a fucking dress and not get paid for every hour. But she said,
Zegler has beef with this motherfucker? Like,
there's
actual interactions.
Yes, there's been some interactions with Gina Carano. When Gina Carano got fired, she like laughed at it and made it like a thing. Like, thank God you fired this racist bitch or prejudiced person. You know, like, of course. So there's been a little back and forth between Gina and Rachel. But what she goes on to write, what an odd strike this is. Small non-studio productions are having trouble getting waivers, but studios get the interim agreements left and right. Celebrities go from picket lines to their promotional tours and red carpets. What happened to I better get paid for every hour I stand in the dress talk? Meanwhile, the people who are actually suffering are the crews and the actors, not part of the studio projects or the in-group to get their waivers granted. The ones whose money run out quicker are the ones who are having to pick up a second line of work. The ones who are controlled are a lot easier once the strike ends based off the desperation to work. think this was by accident. Maybe they should have granted all waivers for all the non-studio productions, keep people working, and halt all studio productions that really wanted to make a difference and reach a faster agreement. Who is the strike really intended to hurt? Better make a deal quick. People are starting to notice. I'm sure it'll be in favor of the right people, and all the right people will be pat themselves on the back when the excellent deal is done and the months of suffering is well worth the wait. At least while you're at it, you could throw in an agreement that is, well, never going to again be permitted to allow productions to force inject poison. I mean, experimental jabs. Oh, God, she's talking about the vaccine. I don't want to talk about that. Jesus, yeah. Can't talk about that.
We might already be on strike 3 right now.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about that Hunger Game jab right there.
You want to talk about that or the World Series?
Yeah, that SAG-AFTRA Will Smith jab. I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, that's Gina Carano take on that. I agree with her. She's been pretty what do the kids call? What do the kids say? Based? She's been pretty based. Is it like a chicken base? It's like basting a chicken with the butter, right?
I mean, that's not a new term.
You know about that term?
Base has been around since Lil B.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
I'm glad I have that clip. I'll be using that quite a bit until we get sick of it. Yeah.
Limited edition Star Wars Jeff Gordon Darth Maul Pepsi shirt. Andy's doing water curls. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, that Indiana Jones shit is just too much, man.
I like it, man. I like that. I mean, I just like Indiana Jones. I like that clip. I don't think I'll ever get sick of it. I think it broke new ground.
Lucasfilm logo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but no title crawl. Oh well!
I applauded it for being different.
It broke new ground!
I see Macaulay Culkin's on their newest episode, by the way. Your favorite. That's actually pretty fun. I don't know. I don't think Macaulay Culkin's that bad. I think he's actually pretty low key. I was noticing that.
He just creeps me out, man. I don't know.
He's actually pretty good in this newest episode because I feel like he's very I don't know, very subtle. He doesn't come off as annoying or anything. Like
I think you can say grateful.
No, he just doesn't like. I don't know. He like in other episodes he's been on with them. He's kind of come off very like attention whore-ish. He's kind of just like there.
You probably
kinda
realize like it's all over, you know.
I don't know if he even cares. I noticed this. I don't think he even cares. Like I get that vibe. I don't think he gives a shit.
No, he never like wanted to be a child actor in the first place. His family forced him into.
Yeah, that's kind of where like I get that. Like I think he was actually just good at being that.
He turned out to be the most successful, but his parents almost like regretted it because they kind of hated him for the attention that he got.
He's got a hot Asian wife too, by the way. She's in a Disney child star. Yeah. Who is it?
I said show that.
Show that. Okay. What's her name? Macaulay Culkin's wife.
He has some
you'll know exactly who I'm talking
that's
about.
all about pizza or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Macaulay Culkin's wife, his name is Brenda Song. Do you know who Brenda Song is? If I show you her, do you think you'll know who she is? Let's do a little trivia. You think you know who that is? Brenda Song. She was in Disney stuff. She's cute. Cute Asian chick.
I don't really watch a lot of Disney stuff.
I thought you did. I thought you were like a big
Look
Wizards
up,
of Waverly Place
look
guy.
up Macaulay Culkin pizza.
Didn't you like Wizards of Waverly Place? Wasn't that you?
No, I don't like Selena Gomez. She's a smug bitch.
I've actually, you know what, man? I saw that Murders and I don't know that fucking
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yeah, and you know what? I have to say, she's not that bad. She's actually, I mean, she's good looking, but she's also not the terriblest actor. She's not terrible. I never seen her in anything else besides that.
Hold on. What is this shit? Wait, go back.
What are you seeing?
The image like in the middle. It's gone now. Never mind.
No, let's see. What are you talking about here? I'm back.
Oh, it's like some like really peak like emo motherfucker that was in the picture, but it's gone now. The algorithm's all different. Oh, there it is.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. That must be her previous boyfriend.
You know what I'm talking about though, like peak emo.
Trace Cyrus. Is that Miley Cyrus's brother?
I don't know.
I think
He
that
looks
is,
like
man. That's my
like a Build-A-Bear.
That's Miley Cyrus's brother, Trace Cyrus. Let's do
Looks
a
like a
whole
wig.
expose on
It looks like a wig for somebody who hasn't lost their hair at all.
Let's do a whole expose on Trace Cyrus. Here you go. Trace Cyrus.
Oh, I'm sure he's thankful for it. Oh, he's got an OnlyFans.
He's very tattooed right there. Yeah, he's got an OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to hope people confuse him with Machine Gun Kelly or something.
He kind of looks like an emo version of Roger Waters. Right? If like Roger Waters was like tattooed up.
No, like put their names together in the same search.
Like Roger Waters eating like oysters and shit.
He's known for eating a lot of shellfish.
Yeah, man. Come on. You not know this shit, man?
Ugh.
Christ, just the oysters are good, aren't they? Yeah. Yes, there's good oysters here, aren't there? Yes. Yes. It's good oysters here. Seems to be the right season of year. Bit of grit on the oysters, all right. The oysters are very good. Yes, this time of year.
Well, they're fucking aliens.
Well, I don't know what nationality they are. I like to think that oysters transcend national barriers, Adrian.
And it's a danger that we could become slaves of all our equipment.
There you go, man.
Yeah,
Live
Pink
from
Floyd are
Pompeii.
aliens. Like, don't tell me any different. These motherfuckers have a script. They got sent over.
Oysters are quite good here. The oysters are quite. I like to think the oysters are not from any country.
Some kind of like retrieval program to get information on stuff. This is how they're building their own TV shows for how humans act.
Oh yeah, you're right on that, mate. Charlie. He's a good Charlie from He's a good Charlie from down south there, from Wellington.
Do your New Zealand accent because it's pretty.
That's getting close to my New Zealand accent.
No, that's Australian.
I guess it's close to Australian. Eh? Heaps of different accents is there. I said, Charlie, are you on army time or what there? What do you like? What's that shit they eat?
Vegemite.
What's that? Vegemite? Yeah, Vegemite. Yeah.
Vegemite is pretty unforgiving.
Oh yeah, it sounds it, mate.
And they like Nutella also. Have you had Nutella?
They like hazelnut? Yeah, they like hazelnut. Okay, yeah. And then you got the. What's your Beatles? You got a Beatles accent over there? You got your Beatles accent from Liverpool? I can't do a Liverpool accent.
No.
I wish I could do the I saw Simon Pegg do a whole little. Simon Pegg did a little accent tutorial on the Beatles. The Beatles.
What do you mean? Like he was breaking down different regional accents within all that shit? Like if somebody's from here, they sound like this. If somebody's from here, they sound like this.
He talked about all 4 of them. Well, I mean, they're all from Liverpool, but I think he talked about their voices in general.
Have you ever had somebody tell you you have an accent?
No, never.
Really?
We actually had the.
I had one person tell me that I had a Jersey accent, and they said
No,
that
you
I
don't.
didn't.
No,
I
you
didn't.
don't.
I like underpronunciated certain things.
Hey, Mixoplex, if you're around still, do we have an accent? We're from New Jersey. Do we sound like we're from Tony Soprano land?
Do we sound like white
I don't think
trash?
we do. I mean, I'm kind of curious if we do. Did you ever think like we sounded like we're from the New York area there?
Yeah, when I was in
Mixoplex is not really. I don't think. I think
was in Philadelphia.
we're absent. We're absent of accent. Is what I would say. We're very absent.
I don't know. When I was in Philadelphia, people heard.
I know the Jersey.
Heard me speak and asked if I was from New Jersey, and that was the first time it ever hit me.
Well, they might have known. They might have
that
known. Like
I
you don't
had
sound like
a-
you're saying like
any
stupid
kind
shit
of
like home.
accent or something.
I mean, they have a stupid fucking accent. It's like retarded.
You're just a hater.
No, I mean they said no, they really do, and like the home and the Philly accent's really weird and awful. Phone. You going to the Wawa? Call your phone? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Well, Wawa is regional.
Yeah, but here's Sam Pegg describing the Beatles accents in 12 seconds.
The Beatles live in your mouth in different places. So John lives at the back, Paul lives at the top, Ringo lives at the front, and George lives. No, hang on. It was in terms of doing Beatles impressions. So when you want to do John, you talk like this, it's sort of up there. When you do Paul, it's up there like that, it's sort of much more. And then when you do George, it's sort of over here. And Ringo's right at the front like that, you see. So that was my 4 Beatles in your mouth trick, which I will occasionally do.
There you go. Quick Beatles lessons there.
Have you been asked to do Beatles impressions at all?
I've never done Beatles impressions. I don't think I could. The John impression is really good.
The only time I was ever asked to do like a voice by request stuff was I used to like crush my voice box and do like a really high pitched voice. I don't even want to do it anymore, but people used to like ask me to do it.
I kind of have to know what you're talking about because I don't know what you're talking about.
So I would like
try to do it.
I would press
do like a
in my
line,
neck and it would sound like a midget talking. And
That's hard to
used
do.
to like do that as like a, I guess it was at the time you'd probably call it a bit or something, but it's only like hacky thing I had to do. And I did it enough to where like some people liked it and it's like, oh, do it again, that kind of thing.
Oh, I actually have a one reference. I did go to England once. This was like 20 years ago, but I went to England and I was talking to some youths, like
youths.
Youths, like what's his name would say? Corey Feldman.
Well, if you're
And,
watching
the
My
youths-
Cousin Vinny, it's youths.
The youths told me, "Hey, you got a posh accent." They actually came up and said, "Your accent's so posh." They said, "You have such a posh accent. Are you from New York?" And I said, "No, I'm from New Jersey." They said like, "Oh, you sound like you're from the movies." That's what they said. They said, "You sound like you're from the movies, from the
What
films."
does posh mean? Because I remember Posh Spice from the Spice Girls.
I think posh just means cool. Cool. I'm gonna say posh means cool. I don't know if they use that term anymore. But they said my accent sound posh.
Was your
And I was
sister
like,
into
okay.
like Spice Girl shit, or she was too old for that?
My sister never really got much into music, but she liked it.
Because I remember the Spice Girls were like so overwhelming. Like my sister and her friend group and everybody. I had to watch. I saw the Spice Girls movie at least 3 different times, And I didn't mind it because they're all hot, and they had this like weird alien thing mixed in.
Yeah, I think the only thing I can remember my sister really liking was again, my sister's a lot older than your sister and older than me, but Ace of Base. Ace of Base, I remember being a thing.
Yeah, they were a German synth pop group. Almost.
I always kind of thought it was pop. It was very
like
catchy.
A weird,
man. It was a catchy shit.
Like a weird re-version of ABBA.
Definitely a lot like ABBA. You're totally right.
Where it was two guys.
I always thought they were catchy,
music,
man.
And then two hot girls who sang the songs. And
it's a beautiful world.
You know the sign shit, right?
Whoa, it's a beautiful world.
Well, no, that's their other. They had like so many fucking
a lot,
big ass singles. But I saw the sign.
Think
I
of,
thought it was like the first big one they had.
It makes me think of Night of the Roxbury right there.
Yeah, definitely. And apparently Chris Kattan was like a huge asshole on SNL. A lot of people did not like him.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald has a funny bit about that. But here's a Night of the Roxbury trailer. By the way, I just recently rewatched this movie, and it's still pretty funny, man. It's a pretty ridiculous movie. It's very weird.
Yeah,
it feels like a different. It feels like a different life.
The whole
different generation.
Pool house stuff.
It seriously feels like a different life. Like I was thinking, like this doesn't even feel like any life I know. Like it's just it's strange. It doesn't feel like 70.
You
like,
remember,
I don't know.
like people wearing those glittery sequins.
I don't know, man. I really
shirts?
don't. I don't know. It's like very fantasy life to me. When I was watching, I was like, I get it, but I don't remember ever anything being like this. You know, like maybe I just wasn't in a club in 1998, but
like weird shit from the mall in the early 2000s and shit. You know, like Scream and Gadzooks and stuff. You go buy like a button-down silver shirt, you know, like it's all like it's almost like you're wearing like a disco ball.
Yeah, also, when you watch this, you realize how like okay, Will Ferrell's about to like break out. Like you can see it. It's like, oh, this dude's gonna be famous.
No, you knew that from SNL because he was literally in every single skit.
But this is like very pre all that movie time, and I was like, okay, when you watch this, you're like, yeah, this guy's obviously the most funny person in the movie.
What's up?
Just giving you an $80 ticket.
She is so into you.
Have a good night.
It's already been good now that you served and
By the way, it's actually a good watch, though. I have to say, like, it's still funny, man.
The best thing about their shtick is how delusional they are with their reality.
Yeah,
at all
but
times.
It really is. It's definitely pretty funny. Like I'm really loving it as a kid, and then when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is still funny.
protected me. You got her badge number, plus a month from now, you got a date to meet her at the municipal state court. Yeah! Very nice!
They graduate from high school, and what do? Do they go to college? No. Do they take an interest in my store? No. Idiot! Why don't you go to Rexall's Drugs, purchase a bottle of chill pills? Do they have any idea of the future? No.
That was in my nose.
You're really like gay.
We are A Club people. You guys want to make out or what? But we are just leading this B Club life.
You want me? Me? Yeah. Go get it. Go fine.
Steve and Doug Butabi.
Your brothers? No. Yes, ma'am!
Will give the uncool.
You have to take control of yourself, okay?
No, you gotta take control. I'm barely hanging out here.
A chance to rule.
Hey, hot lady. What's going on?
All right, we'll clean up later. Don't worry about it.
Take it easy.
Let's mingle.
By the way, this Clueless girl, I was always very attracted to. What's her name?
Yeah.
I don't know her name, but she was always. As a kid, I was always very attracted to this lady.
They're like the sex scene in this movie where they're
Oh yeah, they all have
in the
sex and they're
same
like, oh,
hotel
I've never
room
done this.
with different
Yeah.
women.
No, it's their
and
it's their
still,
house.
like,
It's their
trying to talk to
parents'
each
house.
other through the wall and like
Yeah.
leaving the room to like regroup and go over what's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, this movie is
It's honestly really not bad. I watched it. I fully watched the whole movie like the other day, and I was like,
and
oh,
also,
it's still
do you
funny.
remember that Colin Quinn as the
Oh yeah. Dewey
assistant?
Dewey touched his ass.
Yeah, I mean that
You touching
bit
my ass right
goes
now?
from the
Wait.
beginning of the movie to the end, but it has a kind of weird payoff at the end because
Actually, honestly, they kept talking about whippets that I had to go and like I went downstairs to my fridge and did some I took some whipped cream out and did some whippets there. I kept thinking about whippets the whole time. I wish I had some whippets right now. Whippets are like the best.
so how
Honestly,
do you what do you do when
go
you
get some whippets.
suck the cream to get the nitrous out? Is there a
Well,
certain angle?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the basic bullshit line where you'll get high for like 2 seconds, but take a whipped cream bottle out and don't really like get the whipped cream out, but just have it kind of, like you put it to the side so the whipped cream doesn't come out, but the air does. But really want to get a fucking nitrous cracker and get a balloon and fill that balloon up with nitrous and then suck on that balloon and you'll be in outer space for like 30 seconds and it's awesome. Whippets are
also,
awesome. I have to
when
say,
you
like,
do
I
it,
can't.
you want to,
Whippets are awesome.
You
I
like
love
want to
whippets.
breathe back into the balloon, so you're almost sucking in the noxious fumes you shouldn't be ingesting from you exhaling at the same time.
Oh no,
you
no,
know?
no. Nitrous is
That's why
amazing,
like having
man.
masks on all the time is not good because it's not good to keep recirculating in your own fucking air.
I had one of the most psychedelic experiences on nitrous. And I was getting my teeth done.
From where?
This was it was at the dentist, man. I had a full fucking mask of nitrous, and I was like, I don't want to get knocked out. And they're like, okay, we'll give you a bunch of nitrus.
What
So I
do you
was
mean?
like, okay.
You've taken like shrooms and shit. You're saying the
No,
most
this was
impactful.
better, man. This was like way better. Well, here's the thing. I had earpods in, and I was listening to like Pink Floyd, and I had like a fucking tons of nitrous being pumped into me, and I was just so fucking fucked up. And they were working my teeth. Like I didn't give a shit about them working my teeth. I was just having this like amazing experience.
I had a failing
It was awesome.
dome,
Like
and they
I
said
can only recommend that.
I could listen to music, so I had like my phone connect to my headphones.
Yes, it was
and
like that.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
It was a
I
feeling.
was just
Yeah, it
kinda
was.
like chilling out, and they numbed me up so fucking hard that I didn't even know that they were even touching my face.
Yeah, no, dude, I had like so much fucking nitrous. It was awesome. Like, they kept like saying like, "Are you like?" They were laughing at how like I was like loving it. Like, I was having a great time. It was like I was at a party.
Nitrous
Dude,
is
nitrous
like
is great.
it's like a nicer version of morphine.
Dude, it's awesome. It's like people don't underestimate how awesome nitrous is. And then like if you have a full tank and hooked into you, it's
people
amazing.
People underestimate how good heroin is, and then they're fucking.
But the same thing, man. Like take a whippet.
Sewer.
If you have whippets, man, it's really good. Like I almost wish I wish we brought whippets to Salem because whippets are fucking awesome. Like I can't recommend whippets enough. It's called hippie crack for a reason there.
I broke the window again.
A night at the Roxbury.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Can we call you sometime, Pocahontas? You got a number? What's some of this? How about a little of that? All right.
It also just when I was watching this reminded me of a movie like this would never be made today. Like make a movie like they shot that on film. They shot that movie on film. You know, like remember that this wasn't shot on digital like movies. This was shot on film. They had to pay for this to get shot. That doesn't happen today anymore.
You got to think about the level of humiliation they're both willing to endure being in Speedos, walking down the beach.
Well, they were in SNL, so I think they were used to humiliation.
No, I know, but like they're like they're fully exposed. You know, like there's no character suit or costume at all. They're just like.
This was the girl I was referring
like
to.
their fucking balls and shit.
This girl on the right was always
that
very
redheaded girl
attractive.
from
Boy, is
Clueless.
my son downhill.
really fucking hot. Like I really
I
wish.
don't see anything over 6 figures. Just get out of here. Wait a minute.
Damn.
That's that.
I don't know who
Sophia
she
guy.
is. I mean, I
Who knows
remember her
better
in
than
Boy Meets
I
World.
know,
That's where I
but
first
if
saw
they're
her.
with
Maybe it was
Severe,
Full House.
They have
Full
got
House.
to be worth something. Great.
Full House. I
It's
think.
work.
She reminds me of like Megan Fox in a weird way.
I have to say hello to Jim.
Who?
Jim.
Megan Fox.
Who? A little bit, but she's like more natural.
Come here, you fat detective bastard. Smoking, you crazy son of a bitch.
This that's pretty dated right there. I mean, this is 1998, so Jesus Christ, going back
Damn,
far
you were
time there.
Dash.
Was that
Stacey Dash?
Yeah, no. Stacey Dash was always really cute too. Yes,
She was the
very conservative.
black girl in Clueless.
I think she has some stuff on Fox these days. She shows up here or there.
Did I speak well?
You were totally articulate.
It's really hard to pitch it a night.
No, I know.
I mean, did you ever notice the music is way too loud in here?
Yeah.
We have to get a meeting. Steve, will you...
What's up? You want to dance?
Yes.
All right, take it easy.
Steve, she said yes.
What?
Hotties want to shake it. Come on.
This is more they got set up.
It's also just weird seeing everyone like look what everyone's wearing. Then it just doesn't feel like natural. It feels like a fantasy. Like I don't think anyone wore this back then either. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, hearing this music reminds me of like
roller skating rink.
My mom had this like Music Now CD with like the Scat Man.
I'm a scat man.
Yeah. And what was that like country fucking thing? Oh god, it's so horrible. Oh, I can't believe people like listen to this shit.
It's very weird to think that this was like what they played in clubs. You
But-
know, like
no,
not like
like
we're used to like
my
rapping
mom
playing
like played
clubs.
this like just not casually, but like this playlist had Cotton Eye Joe on it, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, man, it was like clubbish kind of shit. That was like the club music then.
Okay, her name is Eliza Donovan.
I mean, I'll say this,
No,
man.
Alicia Donovan.
A lot of this like music, like we're seeing, like Ace of Base and this kind of shit. It's a lot more like dancier than shit that's going on today. So I'll give it that. But it's just weird.
Oh, she was on Sabrina too. Oh man, yeah. I
It's
like.
weird to
I
think
was
that this
so
was popular, man.
No, this girl, like I was so into like whenever she was getting casted. She
Whenever
really
she came on.
She got more stuff.
Just with your mind, dancing free until the morning light. Together forever, boy. It's your mind, yeah, and everything is gonna be
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. I don't know. There's a lot of bits in this that are still pretty funny. I don't blame Chris Kattan on that there.
Even one of my favorite parts is when they first get to like the high-end party and there's a pool that has glass on it, and he starts trying to walk into it, and then somebody comes up to him and tries to like proposition sex, and he doesn't know what to do. But all he's focused on is trying to like figure out the fact that he almost walked on water, but then his gloves was cool. Like, that's not even a joke in the movie at all. Just to me, like that whole interaction was hilarious, and
No, it was a good bit. Honestly, it's funny. It's when I watched this, I was surprised at how much I thought it was actually still like decent, but it does feel incredibly dated. Like it's like fucking. It does feel like 20, 30 years ago. It's
Well, yeah,
weird. It
because
feels like 30,
the-
40 years ago. It reminds me of like Saturday Night Fever almost. It's like
because the music,
fucking old.
The music really does tie you into a time period, because a hit from a certain year or 5 years or 10 years is more impactful than, you know, any kind of like movie release that might be connected to it afterwards. You know, like after Night at the Roxbury, Chris Kattan did what, like Corky Romano or shit?
Yeah, I don't think he had the best career after this, but you know, it never made sense because he was kind
His
of.
biggest thing was that
I don't think he was that good
character
though.
he did.
This was, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Mango.
about? Yeah, Mango. And the bit was they would have like some big hunk Hollywood lead come on, and they would.
Well, because I
want
think he was
Mango.
gay, and he didn't want to admit to being gay. Like,
But
so it
that,
feels
actually, that in a way was
Maybe he wasn't, but
predating a lot of what we're doing now, because all the like big male hunk leads wanted to fuck Mango instead of the female lead that was on the same bill.
right. Exactly.
So in a way, it was like I don't know. It kind of predated.
premonition.
Yeah, it was. Maybe that's why everyone hated Chris Kattan so much, because they
Could
didn't
be,
want
man.
they didn't want this future to happen.
I mean, it's funny. It shows you how like Will Ferrell is so
Yeah,
obviously.
look at
like,
it.
You know,
Look
you know
at her
he's gonna be
expression.
famous.
Look at her
That whole
expression
bit
in the
right there
back.
with Chris Kattan is really good. Like,
You know
This
what's
is definitely
funny?
the
Is, like,
best
I
thing
remember
Chris
so many
Kattan's done.
people. I remember like that Guido family. Oh fuck, I don't remember the names, but remember that Guido family that it moved in from New York. They all had that same type of chain. Every there was
oh
like
yeah. They all
four
had
to
that same.
five of them,
Honestly,
and-
yeah, the black
You know
T-shirt
who
with
I'm
that
talking
chain, I
about,
remember.
but I can't remember the name. But
All
they
right.
all moved in.
I don't
from-
remember the name either.
But you know, I bet they're connected.
It could be, man. To connect to Chris Kattan,
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people.
Butabi brothers.
No. Like I feel like remember like I don't know. The Gennardis had this like connection to trash, like
That was mafia shit, man.
like dumpster services, and yeah.
That's mafia shit. That they probably never did any of that.
But they, like Joel Gennardi, she had
I think
some
she
big
got
ass-
married.
Big ass titties.
She's got a different name now. Joelle Di Lorenzo or something. I don't know. She's got a different Italian name now.
I don't care what her
She
name
married
is.
another Italian.
She was. There was like sort of like Lauren Fisher, like these older girls were like they were stacked.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what happens with that, right? We'll see this more clips of this here. Let's finish this clip.
Creating the mold that we're in is dancing free until the morning light. Together forever, 'cause it's a night, and everything is going to be alright. Oh yeah, so in love with you. Oh yeah, it's too good to be true. Oh yeah, feeling so brand new. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's some good ass grabbing going on there.
It's funny. I got the audio before the visual, to where I thought it was like just a commentary.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, that was a good. That's a pretty funny SNL movie.
Yeah, what would you say
It
the best SNL adaptation is?
Ah, man, shit.
Waterboy?
God, that's a good
no,
question.
because Canteen Boys.
Probably Wayne's World, right? Probably Wayne's World.
I don't.
It's gotta be Wayne's World. I mean, like, it might not be the best adaptation. I'd say probably that might be the best adaptation. But best movie is probably Wayne's World, and then maybe MacGruber. You know, like, I put those above Roxbury, of course, but Coneheads is up there. I mean, I'm not from the 70s, but I think a lot of people would say Blues Brothers. Right?
You know what? If like you took a panel and voted on it, Blues Brothers probably be number one.
I think so too. You know, I think You Should Leave had a really funny Blues Brothers bit. Did you ever see that
Fisher
bit?
was really good in that movie too.
Oh, she did, man. She was fucking snorting a lot of coke at that time. So she's like skinny at least.
pretty
She
stacked.
finally lost the weight that George Lucas wanted her to lose. Like, George Lucas kept telling her to lose weight, and she probably finally did some coke.
No, keep
Bitch
those-
needed to do some coke, right? Do a little bit of coke, Carrie. Come on.
I don't want her to lose weight because then her titties are not as big.
Here was the I think You Should Leave Blues Brothers bit, which I thought was always funny because it's just fucking ridiculous.
It's just me, Barbie. I'm not the Blues Brothers.
Oh God, hold on. I gotta find the real clip. I wonder if I could even find this. I probably can't. That sucks.
Trying to find
I wish
a
I could find
Blues
this.
Brothers clip.
Well, there's a Blues Brothers thing, and I think You Should Leave, but I don't know if I could actually show it or not.
Well, if you
I
can't,
might be able to. I don't know. What have you seen all of I think You Should Leave? Have you seen the whole show or no?
No, I've only seen weird bits and pieces that I shared.
Oh, so you've never seen the whole thing, man. Shit, man. You'd like it.
No, I told you I don't watch. I don't watch anything. Like, I don't watch anything.
I would say that's something actually to watch. It's
My
so
entire
fucking short too.
existence is just like sports in the background, and I'm just trying to like go through fucking game logs and data and.
I think the funny thing is I do think you would like the show though if you did. Let me see if
No,
I can get
no,
away with showing you.
it's not. I wouldn't like it or not. It's I don't watch stuff. I just have.
Oh, I see. They won't even let me watch this. They won't even let me play this on Netflix. Netflix is pretty keen right there. They won't let me show shit. I get my way around that, by the way.
Why do you think
they think I
blocking
can't get around that?
They're threatened by it.
I don't know, but they think I can't get around it. I can get around it, bro. I figured this out.
So today I tried to just check my like Google, Gmail, Yahoo shit, and I was firewalled.
Shit, really?
Yeah, you ever been firewalled? It's aggravating. I don't want to.
I think it is off-putting. I think that's what I like about it. But
that motherfucker, that was
got away with it. I figured it out.
Doug shared with that motherfucker with time portals, and
oh yeah. That's definitely him.
And web fucking acolytes and AI.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I feel like you just say AI, a lot of people assume a lot.
Know what you're talking about? They assume you're like. They assume you know what you're talking about.
Say like certain terms. It's so
AI and all that. Yeah.
People to just go, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, you think that's how it works?
Sometimes. I mean, I've passed.
I guess you could.
I've gotten through like weird.
Did you get your job through AI?
Conference stuff, and I just say, "Oh yeah, the AI," and they go, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's all you need to say. Yeah, an AI.
Well, no, that. Well, AI is gonna take over for all of us. I mean, if people don't know who the fuck Skynet is by now,
people know Skynet. Oh, here we go. This is what we've been meaning to share for a while. Here you go.
I have my will is like anti-Skynet.
It's a dangerous night. The night is a night. It's the light of my life. I want a dangerous night. It's a dangerous night.
Just like this fish guy, please. I mean it.
Come on, what do you think we're gonna do? What do you think we're gonna do? Us? No. We're good guys. Let's slow up
You on the baby, make up my girl.
No.
It's a dangerous night. Calling on the phone.
I like how they're rushing to get it in before they notice it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a dangerous night.
Big piece of shit.
Oh, you want to talk a big piece of shit? I could like spill a bottle of water right before they cut the turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And just say, yeah, take the clip, bitch.
You should clip that out when you're there. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, right? You're getting geared up for Thanksgiving.
This, saw carver. You ever see that before?
Okay. No. Where's this
I
at?
thought it
What are you
was
talking
like
about?
some Griswold family fucking contraption.
Heirloom kind of thing? Okay.
But they did like some it's like a jigsaw thing. I don't know. It's like a sawzall where you plug it into the wall and cut the turkey up. I was like, this is getting weird. I like it old school, you know. I want some like grizzled old vet who's barely with it, trying to carve up the bird.
Cut the turkey,
you know?
yeah. Like can't really get through it, but you have to like sit
No,
there and
can't
watch it like
get through
awkwardly.
And their portions
them
are all
shake.
fucked up to like one person gets like a little bit, and then the other person gets half of the bird, and they're like,
Right.
"Grandpa,"
Like
you know?
like it's like Michael J. Fox Parkinson's style cuts, that kind of shit, right?
Well, that motherfucker has a universal.
It's like shaking, it's like jaggedy cuts.
You know, he wasn't making noise. He just had boots on at the time.
Boots to the ground, right? Yeah. Boots to the ground, yeah. That kind of shit, yeah. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that?
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Voy Kurag.
Gotta clap for that.
Gotta clap for it. Gotta clap for it.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Whoa. Very cool.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the alien in the Men in Black stuff. It looks like he has a fanny pack merged with a baby dick. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Not really. To me, it looks like the weird alien from
It looks
Return
like
of
he
the
has a
Jedi
fanny
they added
pack,
in.
and then his like flesh is some like 2-inch cock that's hard.
Here comes the Man in Black. Jalen Smith. Yeah.
Jalen Smith. Wow, on the Pacers.
Isn't that the name of the son? I thought it's the son's name. Wears like a dress or something.
Well, Jalen Smith's a power forward center for the Pacers. Jaden Smith is a
the Karate Kid. He's the
fake
Karate
gay
Kid.
guy with a record deal.
Right. How could I forget? How could I forget? How could I forget on that Jaden Smith kind of bullshit?
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks.
There you go.
Yeah.
You think Al Pacino's ever met?
That's a good. Oh, that's a good one.
I bet you Al Pacino has hung out with Jaden Smith.
You know,
that's probably happened on a
you
few
could,
occasions.
That clip and soundbite in someone else's name instead of Al Pacino and reuse it over and over again.
Yeah, I could. Hold on, I think I've got something here for relevancy to tonight.
What he said. Okay. Mango. Mandy Curtis. Oh,
This gross
nice to meet
old
you.
mango.
Yes,
It is. I know it is. Everyone tells me that. Try to think of something new next time, all right?
okay. Let me help you.
God.
He's mining the well.
Let's get you in the makeup chair. Baki will do your makeup.
Oh,
My God.
Okay, honey, dear, make sure you take care of all my worry lines.
This is the pathetic mango.
Sometimes I worry so much about my worry lines.
This is back when Chris Kattan was trying to promote a book or something. Goes on there. It's sad, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just, it is. It's sad.
What's his? It's Chris Kattan with a K, right? Chris Kattan with a K.
I mean, honestly,
With a K
he
in his name?
just like stopped before this point. You know, just you've made enough money, hopefully, to not have to put yourself through this anymore. You know.
Yeah, no, I guess I think he just didn't though. I think they still want to make more money. There's always the quest for more money. You know, there's that quest. You can always make more money. Again, these people like cocaine, and there might be some money that gets used along the way. You know what I mean? It could get used.
Well, it's this asshole that's getting used.
Oh well, we know that. That could be the case, Ben. That certainly could be the case. I've heard Jim Brewer talk about it. How there's a big Norm Macdonald hated Chris Kattan. There's a big feud between them.
He thought he was a desperate faggot trying to just make himself to be some like hyper man's man, and that was just not it. You know, it's just he was really just desperate to be in any kind of skit, and
It feels like it. I mean, I guess he was, but you know what though? He was hot at the moment, so I mean, he was working at the moment.
Hey, look, Dan, not everyone's a real pain in the ass like you, and you're a screw. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. Nobody can stand you. I can't stand you. You ask around anyone. 3 seconds. And he just insulted him on such levels that was so wrong that I can't repeat. And Lily, when the sketch started, he turned and goes, imagine if you will. I just nailed it.
Do you remember that? Do you remember what he
I
said?
remember that. Yeah, I didn't say what he said. He was saying he was big.
He was paraphrasing and being kind. What did you say?
Well, Chris is a great guy, but he used to bring around women all the time to the show, you know. Big, tall women, you know. Big bruisers, you know. And he'd say, look, I'm heterosexual. I mean, he wouldn't say that
I think
out loud,
he's
but that's
queuing on to they might have not been women. Could be the cue right there.
with the picture. That would be the caption on the picture.
Did you?
I'll just say,
Am I right on that? Do you think that's what he's trying to say there? You think he's trying to say they might have not been women?
They might be giants.
By biological terms, maybe.
Maybe that's where they get their name from. They might be giants.
It could be that.
It's like a different way of saying trans.
It could be saying that, man. Yeah, you could be right on that. But you know, that sounds cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
R.I.P. Mark McDonald, man. Shit, I can't believe he's dead. It's been a few months now. Shit, man. One of my favorite comedians. Great. I love Dirty Work too, so big fan of Dirty Work.
Yeah, him and
Not the greatest movie, but
Philip
come
Seymour
on.
Hoffman really. I wanted to see Philip Seymour Hoffman in more stuff.
Yeah, it kind of sucks he didn't really get into things, you know. I wish he did. It sucks, man. I mean, he was a great actor. That's one of those people that should be still around. You know what I mean? Should still be around. Same,
Yeah,
I mean, same with
him-
Mark McDonald. Like that's
Him and Paul Thomas Anderson probably come out with something really fucking good right now.
yeah, no, definitely. I mean, better than the fucking last thing he did, which is I saw was terrible.
No, The Master's fucking awesome.
No. It's that pizza movie with the fucking Sopranos kid.
Oh,
in it.
Licorice.
That movie sucked. Yeah, that movie sucked shit. I was like, this sucks.
I didn't see it.
Turned it off. It's
Yeah,
not good.
I didn't see it. He kind of
Not
lost
good at
to
all.
with Inherent Vice. I kind of checked out. after
I
that.
think that is when he kind of started to suck shit. Yeah. Everyone's sucking
Why?
sand.
Like, where did it go wrong? I feel like he
Just so overindulgence, man. They start to get used to like everything we do is good, and then just not. And then
no, but it's
bullshit.
like
Ari Aster style.
to me, it reminded me of when it's like Quentin Tarantino keeps making westerns over and over and over again. It's like I want you to do something different, you know, like that.
Oh, by the way, finally, the Devils did not go over their total tonight. Fuck the Devils. They finally went under the betting total, and I'm glad I got that bet off on them. Fuck them. They've been hitting over their totals for the past. They were 9-0 on over the total, which in hockey is about 6.5. So like 7 goals, they've been over every fucking game. They only went to 5 goals tonight, so fucking thank God. Thank God on that. Won a bet on them. Also, I won both my bets. I bet on the first period over for the Buffalo and Flyers game, so I won both my bets on tonight. Good hockey night for me, but fantasy wise, not so great.
What
Negative
was
2.
the Quentin Tarantino movie where Samuel Jackson is like driving some buggy into some cabin?
Jackie Brown?
No. Do you
I
hear
got no
us?
clue what you're talking about. That doesn't sound familiar. I'm gonna say that doesn't sound familiar at all. What you're talking about. What are you talking about? Buggy. A dune buggy?
No, it's like in the middle of the winter in a stagecoach.
Oh, you're talking about Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
It was
that shit
you
fucking
know, I wouldn't
sucked.
say it's a buggy. It's like a horse and carriage.
Well, it's a buggy if it's not in the winter.
Is that a buggy? To me, it's a horse and carriage.
I don't know what the fuck is a buggy.
I thought that's like a dune buggy, like a little go kart.
No, that term's fucking old and that shit.
I mean, I think like the Flyaway Home girl had a buggy, right? She had a buggy, flew those geese around, and then became Rogue in X-Men from 1999. She was Rogue. I think that's a buggy. You fly geese around, and then you become Rogue, and then you're
Do
driving.
you
a
remember
buggy.
the Hateful Eight?
Yeah, I remember. It sucked. I saw it in theaters. I hated it.
I fell
and
asleep.
I love Tarantino, and I was like, this movie sucks. Like,
I fell asleep.
sucks.
I don't know if I was just like maybe way too high and fucked up, but
No, it just sucked, man. And then
not
I think
draw my attention. There's only I can think of like 2 to 3 movies I fell asleep during. One of them was that Ocean's 11 movie. I think it was the second one that we saw in theaters. I completely passed out during that shit. Like I
I've never
remember
fallen asleep in a
5
movie.
minutes of the
I've never
beginning,
done that.
and then I was literally like woken up after it was over, and I have no recollection of what happened at all.
Yeah, I've never fallen asleep in a movie, and I've seen Indiana Jones.
I paid to see it,
the
and
newest
I
one.
have no idea what the fuck happened.
I've never fallen asleep in a movie. I don't know. Never done that.
You've never been so fucked up that you passed out because out of boredom and how slow and shitty what you're watching was?
No, and I've seen the Indiana Jones movies too, like the newer ones. So no,
You didn't see those in
it would have
theaters.
happened then, right? I did see those in theaters.
Oh my god!
Remember, I saw that newest one. I was
You
like by
gave them
myself.
your money for that?
Well, I bought a different ticket. I bought a ticket to something else and went in. I forget what it
You
was.
remember in Freehold, you can hang out on that door towards the left end of the theater and sneak in when people leave.
Oh yeah,
free?
we used to. Yeah, we did that a few times.
Yeah, I would have done that for that movie. I wouldn't want to pay for that shit.
Yeah, that was a good theater for that. Like everyone would leave out the back door, and you could go in through that back door, and then get in there and get.
If you knew
yourself
where to
some,
wait, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was also back then, man, where we would go to a movie on Friday. Like, you used to be able to go to a movie on the weekend, and didn't matter what was out, you can go see something. You know, like there'd be something for you to see. Now that's just not the case anymore.
Yeah, we
like,
would.
That was
we-
once the case.
We would
Even-
like walk from the mall to the theater.
yeah, to the theater to like, all right, we'll go see something, and you're assuming something was out, and most of the time there was. Now there's just like not the case where anything's out. I mean, again, what's up with the youth, man? Like, you know, like what's up with the youth and not having anything out these days? They just don't know.
For us is a brand new song. What's this song about?
The song is about, it's called What Up With Youth, and it's about what's up with the youth in America today, gang violence, drugs, and that kind of thing, trying to make the world a better place.
Hey, I can relate to that for sure. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not kidding. I really think that's good for the youth, you know?
You wrote this yourself?
Yeah. You wrote it yourself?
Wrote it and produced it, yeah.
Let's hear it for Corey right now with the song. Let's all start dancing, baby. Go ahead, Corey.
What's up with the youth? There you go. I was a verse off there. Okay. But what's up with the youth? Shit. Yeah, it's a good time to piss. I could hear your toilet going there. What's up with the youth? Who knows anymore, right? I don't know. Love it, don't know. What's up with the youth? I mean, we've been taken down by YouTube so many times right now. We don't know what's up with the youth.
I mean, I think we're on strike. If we got away with,
We're actually on no strikes. There's no strikes on our account. So
if we got away with the Zaxxine stuff earlier,
we get taken down. Oh yeah, the Zaxxine, Jackson 5, all that shit. Yeah, the Jackson 5. The Tito injection, exactly. Maybe Jermaine. Maybe Jermaine's involved. I don't know. Maybe Marlon Jackson. I don't know. He could be. Latoya, Randy. I don't know. What's up with the youth, right? They're listening to too much Full House and I don't know. 90210 or something. I don't know. Is that what they were watching? Matthew Perry, suicide cult, hot tub stuff.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why?
That's to myself right there. You sure about that?
Are you getting it? Yeah, I'm getting Are you getting it? You gotta get it, man.
Are you getting it? It's about fucking trying to sell you this death cult, suicide, cleansing ritual with a Matthew Perry and a hot tub. You know, look at all the hot tub people that have died. Look at Whitney Houston. Look at Jim Morrison. Are you getting it? Are you fucking getting it? Are you understanding this is a cult ritual? It's a cleansing ritual?
Are you getting it? Yeah,
fucking cleansing ritual.
Are you getting it? Yeah, Are you getting it? You gotta get it, man.
It's a sacrifice. If you don't
When
understand,
did Jim
that's what it
Morrison
is.
die? What age was he?
27, man. He's the 27
Yeah,
club.
27.
This was a sacrifice.
What is it about 27?
What's about the hot tub? Hot tub, man. The bathtub, the hot tub, the cleansing ritual. What about Whitney Houston? What about all the hot tub deaths? Look it up. Look up the hot tub celebrity deaths. Not hot tub,
No,
but
I've seen
bathtub,
voting
anything.
deaths, like
Tons, man.
what's
Serge
that?
died in a bathtub. Serge died in a bathtub.
The motherfucker that was with James Dean that got thrown off a boat.
You want to talk about who died in a bathtub? Let me go through the names here. Elvis Presley, Lenny Bruce. What's her name?
No, I thought Elvis Presley died on his
Whitney
toilet.
Houston, Jim Morrison, Whitney Houston's daughter, the other girl, from what's her name from Clueless. You know what I'm talking about from Clueless? She was in Clueless and Girl Interrupted. I forget her name.
Brittany
Murphy. Brittany Murphy. Another hot tub death.
Yeah, I liked her a lot. She was really nerdy
Brett?
and cute, and she had big ass tits.
Isn't it kind of weird how all these people are dying in a bathtub or hot tub or a cleansing ritual?
I don't know where you're getting this from.
Just trying to. I'm trying to pinpoint it out, man. I think there's something to it, man.
No, I mean,
I think
did
it's
you
a
look
sacrifice.
Did you look up like bathtub deaths on Reddit or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch, man. You can search bathtub deaths. There's a bunch. It's a lot.
Oh, I know. So the initial like Roman Polanski stuff, he got in trouble during a bathtub.
You know what?
sex.
Also, I think not Justin Bieber, Aaron Carter, I think, was in his bathroom in the tub, dead. I think it was also Aaron Carter. You could throw him into it. Aaron Carter.
Did you see
Lenny Bruce?
him? He had all like face tats. He was trying to be some like SoundCloud rapper and shit.
I think so. Kylo Ren in a bathtub, dead. George Lucas, Star Wars career, in a bathtub, dead. Dead. Chewbacca's son in a bathtub, dead. Life Day, over, dead. Did you celebrate Life Day? It was the other day, by the way. I don't know if you celebrated. You know about Life Day?
No.
You ever see the Star Wars holiday special? You never seen that? Huh? Okay. It was always good. The Life Day, man. Here you go. Here's coked out Carrie Fisher talking about Life Day. We talked about this earlier. This is a coked out version.
What about her daughter?
Oh, we talked about her looking pretty good in Blues Brothers, but this is that same era.
But her daughter's.
We celebrate a day of peace, a day of harmony, a day.
There you go. You got her. You can see the Coke boogers like Neil Young in the band movie, Last Waltz. Got those Coke boogers, man.
Billy Lord.
Yeah. How much Coke do you think she did before this?
Probably like just enough to get amped up, but not enough to completely freak out.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Like
I think you're right.
Well,
I don't know if you freak out on Coke.
it depends how good it is. You know, like you can
I've
get
never done
pure ass shit.
cocaine. Never done cocaine.
Really? I the only time I tried it, it was told to me be like cheaper, lesser than shit, and it just didn't really do much other than feeling like I drank a bunch of coffee or like some espresso, and I had
I just
some.
don't like anything in my nose.
disgusting-
I'm not a nose booger guy. You know.
I had some like disgusting taste in my mouth. It tasted like bile. It was not good.
Oh shit.
It tasted
I've never
like
done cocaine.
like it threw up in my mouth, even though I hadn't. And
I've had many opportunities to do cocaine, but I've never done cocaine. Never been kooky enough to do cocaine. Not cuckoo for cocaine puffs.
I don't believe that. You're hanging out with Tommy. You didn't try it
Cocaine.
one fucking time.
I've never done cocaine, even though I've been around cocaine many times. I've been around meth
You didn't
too.
get peer pressured into it at least once.
I've been around that white trash meth too. I've never done any of that. No.
White trash.
No, I've done. Oh yeah, I remember being around people who said it was cocaine, but it turned out to be meth. But no, I never did either of that. Like they told me they were doing cocaine, but they were really doing meth.
I don't think I've
That
ever
was-
actually done meth. I hope not. Well, at
Ah,
this
you could've,
point, I
man.
don't even care. My brain's so damaged.
I
Whatever's
don't think you
left.
did. I just get worried with people doing cocaine now that are maybe getting that fentanyl in there, maybe getting that Chinese Mexican fentanyl. That's the issue. I wouldn't mess around with any of that anymore.
Sometimes
Even though
I just
I've
think,
never
like,
have.
I can't even believe like what's left of my brain is functional enough to even make whatever income I can. You know, like that.
I
I'm
think
even that functional
thing I-
enough. That's left.
The only thing I actually kind of miss a little bit that I would maybe do would be like psilocybin. I would never do LSD again ever, but maybe some mushroom. It's a
I
lot
don't know.
better of a cleaner.
I've got too much. I've got like so much shit. I'm already like way too conscious of and paranoid about to handle to throw like anything complex on top of it. You know, when I was tripping early on, I like literally just had to show up to high school. Like that was
Right,
it.
yeah.
I like
You
I
were-
had
you-
no
that's why
pressure
people do
or
cocaine.
any kind of responsibility whatsoever. Now it's like if
That's
I
why
take
people,
that,
yeah.
I'm just gonna be like burdened with all this weird, ambiguous shit that has nothing to do with whatever situation I'm in at the time.
Right, and that's why people do cocaine, because I think there's no anxiety to it. You know, there's anxiety to a lot of
Yeah,
other
because
drugs.
it like doesn't it like means nothing. It's like such a nothing drug. It's like
Yeah, it's the
drinking a
same thing
bunch
with like
of coffee.
Molly and
It's like
ecstasy.
caffeine.
They mean nothing. There's no
The
there's no
stimulants are just so weak.
yeah, it's some raw shit, man. You want some motorhead type shit like cocaine.
No, I don't want that. I'm just saying, like, it's just
Or some
it's
Radiohead shit like heroin.
It's like drinking a bunch of caffeine or like taking like a penis pill or some shit. It's like there's
Right.
nothing really to it.
Like something Alex Jones would sell you, hawk to you.
Alex Jones. What happened to him? He doesn't even exist anymore. Like he's done.
No, it exists, man. No, he has his own website. He makes a lot of money. He's doing really well. He's just not platformed by Twitter or YouTube, but he still does well.
Yeah,
so I give anyone credit
I don't see shit
for that.
forced in my throat anymore like I used to.
Well, that's because he was on all the platforms. Now I think he's deplatformed, but he still is on his own site, and people like it. And good for Alex Jones. He's a funny guy, man. There's one clip I saw him talking about him saying he's like retarded, and I was like, oh, I still love that. Like, let me see if I can find that. Alex Jones saying he's retarded. He is retarded.
I mean, sometimes I feel retarded compared to other people.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of I mean the way he says it though, it's
Isn't
funny.
there
It's just,
like really advanced people, and you're kind of just like entry level. You feel like a retarded person.
yeah, the way he says it though is just very funny here. Here, let me show you this clip here. This is Alex Jones talking about himself.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
That's I mean at least he'll admit it to it, or like come on, he'll admit to that.
That's it. You didn't even let him explain himself.
Well, all right. Well, I still got it open, so let's see. I could continue with his explanation there.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that. No. That's gonna be a soundbite. They're gonna put that to my.
And it was.
No. I might have to use Elon Musk flamethrower to light the next joint. Well, I'll take a pull of tobacco. But no, seriously. When it comes to regular life.
I've actually only heard it's fun to hang around with Alex Jones. He's a big whiskey drinker, so I'm sure I'd have a good time with Alex Jones. Probably a funny guy, man. That's the thing that people like. They'll talk shit, but hang out with Alex Jones. I'm sure you'd like it. Would you have a bad time with him? Probably not. He's probably a cool person to talk to. Agree or disagree, regardless, I'm sure he'd be fun to talk to. There's a lot of people where I would say no, I wouldn't want to talk to them at all. Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton. Would you ever want to like hang out with them? You know what I mean? Like, no.
It depends if I had an agenda or reason for it.
What would be? Oh, you're trying to fuck Hillary or something? Or her daughter?
No, if I was trying to like manipulate her fan base.
Oh, to like
Oh, we got some Hillary clips, don't we?
I mean, I was trying to get to it. It's funny. I was trying to delay right there, but we got some Hillary clips.
We also got some fucking what's his name?
Got some Hillary clips, so here you go.
Do we have any?
First of all, look, I think it's just a reality that we're held to a higher, different double standard. And it gets a little old, to be honest, but you just forge ahead. Don't let all these wonderful, beautiful young women who are here, don't get discouraged. Don't give in. Don't give up. Don't quit on yourself, on your dreams, on your future. Vote for me because I'm a woman, but I think if you vote for somebody on the merits, one of my merits is I'm a woman, and I think that makes a big difference in today's world. But
I guarantee you, this guy in the crowd's at least killed one person.
Yeah, it feels like it, right? Like Paul McCartney, the fake
Yeah,
Paul.
People loved the Paul McCartney one. Like, they got so many positive comments of the Paul McCartney.
Yeah, all my comments
What
on
were
this
you
are from
making
6
that?
years
Like,
ago.
what made you go to Paul McCartney?
Because I thought he kind of looked like her. That's really it. I thought he kind of looks like
you
her.
don't have any inherent hatred for Paul McCartney?
Well, I think he's the lamest Beatle, but no,
yeah, I
not
always think
really.
his
I mean,
songs are really musical and faggy and lame.
yeah, I mean, I still like his songs, but I get what you're saying.
No, I prefer Lennon and Harrison stuff.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton is a badass. How is your mom a badass?
well,
Katy Perry has some big.
It was great. It was great. It was just terrific. Here's the big question. How do they handle the haters? Once a mother, always a mother.
I remember this fucking clip.
I feel like I can't. That one can't get more brilliant. I mean, I'll promote
I don't think
myself
that-
a lot, but
Has it even been posted?
yeah, that one's on here. That's one of my clips there. That's one of my videos. It's a great video. I wish it was more relevant today. Come on, but it's still funny. I got some more.
You have the pickle jar one where she can't open the pickle jar.
so make sure I'm alive.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel's such a fucking stooge.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Back in October, the National Enquirer said I would be dead in 6 months. Can you open the
Oh shit! Wow, Indiana Jones. It's funny. Jimmy Kimmel went from like that emasculated man show shit to cucking out for this.
Yeah,
that.
I think that Indiana Jones clip is brilliant right there.
You seen the Karl Malone man show stuff before, right? When he's in full
I'm
black.
Karl Malone. Oh yeah, full blackface, like Sarah Silverman.
I don't know how he could do that and then not get canceled like Shane Gillis did for making an Asian joke. You know?
Oh yeah, but the funniest,
To me, that's
dude,
like
the funniest
so
one
much
is
fucking worse than just making some like
no.
Asian
It's way
stereotype
worse, man.
Fucking impression.
The funniest one is Justin Trudeau has been in blackface
Yeah,
multiple times.
And
Like more than 3 times he's been in blackface. Like more than 3 times. Like how can you be in blackface more than 3 times? Like that is, you know, I get it once, but like more than 3 times. Like Jesus Christ.
You think you have more Halloween costumes than that?
Yeah, it's like that was like the funniest part about that whole situation. It's just not once. It's
They're all
3 or 4
Halloween
times he's in
costumes, though.
blackface. Like he really thought that was funny. He really thought it was really funny. You know, like that lets you know something right there. I mean, he's not wrong. It is funny. I agree. But
No, I know, but to me, it's
not
just
good
like,
for politics.
It's just like a slap in the face and like, fuck you, I can do whatever I want.
Well, I don't even know if it's that. I think it's just you can't do that when you're trying to be a person of political interest. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I personally don't think
matter. That's what I'm trying to say.
I personally
you can like do all
don't
this
think there's
fucked
anything
up
wrong with
shit and none of it matters. You're above it all.
No, I mean, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with dressing up like anything for Halloween. If you're just trying to, what's the issue? I don't really get it. You know, like why is he's obviously not like a racist
I don't
blackface
give a
Al
fuck
Johnson.
about any of it. I'm just
No, but I
saying
mean, like that's where I don't really connect
have,
with that.
arguments,
You know, like
in cases
it's
to
a
make
costume
from it. I could give
he's
a
not
fuck.
trying to. He's not trying to be a vaudeville Al Johnson on fucking New York. Like, come on, get over it.
It's not Al Johnson. It's Al
Jolson. Yeah, you know what I
Manny.
mean, though. It's like, yeah, there's a difference there where he's
Manny.
trying to make a. Even then, is he trying to make a joke? I don't know. Even then, I'm all for Al Jolson.
Yeah,
I'm
people
on Al
come
Jolson's
for
side.
the superhero commentary and they stay for the piano singer.
Yeah, stay for the Al Jolson
references.
vaudeville kind of act. Yeah,
Mary.
I mean, we're big vaudeville. We're a big vaudeville crowd here.
Mommy, I made it. I'm a big star.
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks.
You don't get a lot of solid movie references nowadays.
Nah, not too much. Not too much. Kind of doesn't.
Battleship.
Kind of falls by the wayside.
Battleship Potemkin and what's that fucking?
That's about it, man.
People come for the superhero commentary, but they stay for the Nanook of the North references.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, we're all for everyone, but we fucking hate Eskimos. I mean, that's. I mean, I don't like dislike any race, but I do hate Eskimos. So
I don't like
remember
any
that.
population of people that relies on blubber.
Right. If one race is going down, it's the fucking Eskimos to me. They're going down. There's no need for them to
Them
be on
and
this earth.
polar bears.
Eskimos can be wiped out.
Eskimos
Hey,
and polar
listen.
bears can get fucked.
Hey, Inuit, get fucked, and you better stay in that ice hut because I'm gonna be fucking you up if you get out of there. You make
just-
it out alive,
All you are
you're gonna
is
have some
an
problems.
excuse for another Ice Road Truckers episode.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll meet on that Eskimo ice right there. We'll see what happens there. Well, I'll come out to Edmonton and see what happens. And yeah, with that, that's the show tonight. I guess. Twitter.com/wizard_shack. Love it. So I will see you when I see you. Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday.
2 Tuesdays from Tuesday. He's a real see you next Tuesday. That's cunt. See you guys.